Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Oh, I got some echo there. All right. I
Hello,
see.
everyone.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Oh, it's still going. Oh, I got some echo there. All right. I
Hello,
see.
everyone.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Oh, it's still going.
Hold on a second.
Oh, I got some echo there.
Technical
difficulty. I
Hello,
see.
everyone.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Oh, it's still going.
Hold on a
Oh, I
second.
got some echo there.
Technical
difficulty. I
Hello,
see.
everyone.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Oh, it's still going.
Hold on a
Oh, I
second.
got some echo there.
Technical
difficulty. I
Hello,
see.
everyone.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
How are we doing now? Can you hear me without an echo? All right, I see some confirmation that there's no echo. We're sounding good. I'm loading up the public housing episode. Fixed. Perfect. All right, sorry about that. Coming from the one live stream to the other, I think I had the one setting going. Anyway, welcome everyone. Thanks for coming by. How about that Ladies in the City finale? That was something, right? That was pretty awesome. If you didn't see it, be sure to check out the Ladies in the City YouTube channels with Grottles, Joy Build Cities, Sunken Ship, and guest mayors Raid Kitty, Few Candy, and Toady YPQ. It was an awesome series. Just had the last episode. Really was something special. What I'm going to do today, I think, just in case there's anyone who's never been to the city, I'll do a flyover really quick, and then we'll get started working on this island. I really want to do a pretty unique concept over here. So, without further ado, let's go back to my 100% vanilla city. This city has absolutely no mods, no custom assets, not even the unlimited soil or unlimited money or anything like that. It's all 100% vanilla. I'll unpause it right now so you can start seeing it moving. And I've been working on this one city for over a year now. For about 7 months, it was just this one tile. As I was learning how to get really good at vanilla building and things like that. So I've got all these cool neighborhoods, and I think I've gotten a lot better over the past year. But it's always a work in progress, and it's very community influenced. Everybody that watches and hangs out in the live chat is always influencing what I'm doing. Hey, Sean Fuzz, how you doing? Let me write your name down on the list of new names. Just so everyone knows, if you ever watch any of my videos and leave a comment, I will name a building for you in my next edited video. So that's like a thing I've always done since for over a year. I've got about 400 buildings here that have people's names. Like here's the Melissa Intercity bus station. Over here is actually, this is Valley Game's original building, the SLT 93 Bakery. That was his old handle before he switched to Valley Game. So lots of different names. Everyone will get a name. If you are leaving a comment in the live chat, be sure to say something. Watch any of my videos, subscribe, leave a comment anywhere, you get a building name for you. It's just a little thing I like to do while I'm still a pretty small channel. But we'll fly over. This is my old industrial waterfront that I was really proud of when I started doing waterfront work. Trying to go for like an old New York theme type of place while we're here with the Valley Lad's old donut factory going on. But my first tile was over here. I started in this center. I've got really a lot of emotional investment in this whole area because I spent so long doing it. And then over here, this is the Felipe G National Forest. This is almost an entire tile that is a dedicated wilderness for bison and cougars. And I will not build here. I've made this elevated viaduct based on the H3 in Oahu that goes into a tunnel that will go through the mountain. And that was a pretty complicated project, but it came out looking super smooth. And this way all the bison and cougars can roam underneath. Thanks, Alexis. Everyone, I'm watching the comments on my phone. It's right next to me, so if I'm just a little bit delayed, keep writing, and I'll see it eventually. Thank you, Lonnie. Nice to meet you. That's a new name, so I'm writing your name down. You will get a building. Chris will get a building, of course. Alexis, there are no buildings for you yet. But that's going to happen in an edited episode because I want to make sure that you get the prestige you deserve when you get a new building. This live I'm doing because I'll be away from my computer for about 3 weeks starting tomorrow. And I was just away from my computer for 2 weeks. I got back to Portugal yesterday. I live in Portugal, and I flew out of Newark to come back here so I could do this one live stream, and then I got to go again. So that's where I'm at. This is my downtown of Balcón. It's all on this. I put this. This is more of like a proof of concept thing. It's not supposed to be super realistic, but using this bridge as a retaining wall was a thing I wanted to do, and it came out looking kind of neat. So I'm glad I got that. Thank you, Alexis. I'm glad you like the forest. One thing I do every neighborhood I'm building, I do one neighborhood at a time, a couple blocks at a time. I'm a pretty slow and deliberate builder. Is I try to detail with the buildings to get a skyline that, whether it's a big skyline like this or a small skyline like over here, it's always going to be distinct no matter what angle you look at it. And I don't like having random buildings. Every building is marked historical, just about. Here is a recent project I did, the Highest Harbor, which is my little waterfront area. Joy Build Cities actually put me onto this idea by saying something about having a Coast Guard station, and I really had to get creative with coming up with a way to do this. So here we've got the, this is the Jody C. Showa station, and this is the Vase Showa building. Got the Kratos Orion Coast Guard admin office, the Stephen Spry Coast Guard Helo Depot. This was a cool project. And building into the cliff over here, getting it into a tropical cliff, was a lot of fun. Oh, hi, Zidan Khan. Welcome. I'm writing your name down right now. Gonna get a building name for you. Everyone, if you're new here, I really do I don't want to say I don't care. It's not my goal to become a big channel. It's not super important to me if I get new subscribers all the time. But I would love if you subscribe if you're enjoying this. Only because we've got a great community here. All the different creators you see in the live chat, in our groups we hang out in. It's not just me you're getting when you subscribe to me. It's the whole gang. So check it out. I would like to get to 500 though, so I get those sweet. Oh, Ack wants the illegal clown building. The illegal clown building is right here. This is the illegal clown building. And it has this clown thing on it. I try to avoid having that spawn ever. So that's it. Anyway, I was saying I want to get to 500 so I could get the community polls. That's it. Otherwise, that's going to be... that's kind of my whole goal with subscriber numbers. And I just like naming things for people. The more names I have in an episode, the more buildings I have to put in, and it really forces me to get creative. Here is, right here, it's the Brain Gamer, Instagram, Glass, and Metal Co., but Brain Gamer is now Virtual Gamer, who you see in the live chat. He was in the honor roll a long time ago. And we've got, I really like to work with terrain and put assets, large assets, in terrain, and that's going to be something we do today. So without further ado, I've been talking a little bit, showing the city. You can see I've got a lot of cool interchanges. I think they're cool, and other things. A lot of things I could talk about the city that I've already built for hours, and I will if you want me to. But we'll get started on this because I don't have an unlimited amount of time. We've got Valley Lad Gaming in the house right now. He's going live in a few hours, and so that's my absolute max, is that when he's getting ready to start, I will end, so we can go watch his live stream. So if you're not watching Valley Lad yet, go check him out. All right, let's see. So I want to do work over here. Now, I'm playing vanilla. I don't have Move It, and because of that, I can't raise and lower this really cool ruined castle. Like if I put the terrain here, it goes in the cracks, but I can't otherwise adjust the height of it, and that kind of bums me out because I feel like this should be really high up. It doesn't really make too much sense to have it in this bay. We've got these two tower ruins here that are kind of guarding the entrance of the bay. which is neat. But I don't know. It doesn't totally make sense to me that someone in medieval times would build a some kind of castle or cathedral or something over here. It should go up in a high area. So we're gonna do the best we can with what we got, because this is vanilla. That's what we got. Christina's in the house. Oh my goodness, Christina the Doc. She was one of my very first subscribers. I think, Christina, you were my 3rd subscriber ever. And here is Christina's Hospital for Amigas. Everyone, Christina's an old friend from City Skylines Vanilla Facebook group, which is where I met a lot of people and got started doing this. She also has in the first tile Christina MD. So that's another thing too that's really fun with naming buildings for everyone, is that I remember every single person that watches my channel. I know if I see your name and I write it down, I will remember it probably for the rest of my life, or at least until I can't remember stuff anymore. But it keeps me in touch with like you. Like I remember, even if you've been gone for months or something like that, I'll always remember who you are, when I put your building in, where it is, things like that. So it really keeps me connected with my crowd here. Really love it. And Christina is a great member of the community of my channel. She's been here since the very beginning. So I'm glad you're here, Doc. Anyway, we're gonna get working over here, and what I want to do before I even start this, I want to add university assets here. This is Isla Isaura, named for the founder of the Facebook group, the Vanilla Facebook group. She's a great creator, and she got on the honor roll, and I made this island for her. So what we're going to do, I want to have university assets in there, and I don't have any university, or campus, I should say. I don't have any campus right now. So we're going to just cheese one out in the background to unlock all the buildings. And I'm going to disable my one university that's going on. Hey, Will. Hey, what's going on? Sack of Spuds, welcome. So everyone doesn't think I'm lying, Will, who I actually haven't seen around in a while, has, if I remember correctly, this one, the Will CS fiberglass plant. This was put in about 8 months ago in the mountains. And Sacco Spuds is a little bit more recent. And he has this maintenance building. So you see, I'm not joking about that. I get everyone who gets a named building, I will always remember you and where your building is, and you are a part of this city forever. So, all right, we've got to, I'm just going to do, like, there is no planning going on here. I'm just making a crude grid where I can slap down some university stuff. So I can unlock all the university buildings. I will extend the Isla Isaura campus district to cover this, maybe a little bit on this side too, by our park low. We're not going to keep this. Do not get attached to this. Well, virtual gamer, we've got higher education though. We've got the Marcio Technology Institute, the MTI, but we're going to turn that off in just a second so they all go to this place. And let's see, we are going to, I think I want to go with the Liberal Arts College campus. I think this will, I did some experiments, and that will be the coolest one that goes with the look I'm trying to do. So we'll just stick that there. Let's get some water. Oh, that actually got the water already. Sweet. We got water. Very nice. I'm going to do it real quick and dirty because, again, this is not going to stay. This is just to unlock university buildings because I've never done a campus in this city yet. It never was really big enough. You see, I've been building this city for over a year, and I've only got 33,729 population. Still a very small city by population standards. So let's stick a couple of dorms down. I think 4 is a good starting point. And we'll slap down a few of these buildings. This one's real small. We can stick that there. This one there, and I think that's all we got for right now, except we start out with this one faculty, which is the School of Education. This has a buff that allows classrooms to have higher student capacity, so we will do that. Welcome back, Bren. Yeah, Bren has a city called New Vanilla, and the campus is Liberal Arts. That is true. So I'm doing the same style of campus as you, Bren. Going to be copying your style. The liberal arts campus is the most European in the game, I think, but this regular university campus has some pretty cool buildings that would kind of fit in there too. They're a bit brickier, like more of an American look, but with the roofs the way they are, I think it could still work. Right? Remember, this isn't modded. I don't have a lot of different European assets I can work with, so I have to blend it all pretty well. Okay, so we've got Isla Isaura University. We'll call this the University so we don't confuse it with anything else right now. And we will enact the Visiting Scholars Policy, which will give us a faculty bonus. And we will increase our budget to... I just want to get like a 50% chance. There we go, 9,000. It's a bit expensive. And we'll give a grant for cinematography because we need academic works. We need 2 to level up. Now, I haven't turned off the MTI. We've only got 236 students now, so let's turn off the MTI. This is going to be under construction. I will turn it back on eventually, but we'll turn it off for now so all these nearly 2,000 students head over to this side of town to get their education going. And you know what? I don't have to do this, but since this isn't going to last, but I do want to have a tram here so we can get some people popping in. I do have a tram line over here at the Joy Build Cities Tram Bridge. So we'll connect it, just a loop over here to get people using some public transport. Not going to stay that way because this whole grid is going to be deleted, but we'll just have it run into Balcone. I think is a good idea. Don't want it too close to that intersection. We'll put it over here by the pool, by the Fina Fox public pool. We'll just connect it there. There we go. Okay, so this is going to level up in the background. Hopefully. Let me increase the speed here, and we should start getting students popping in now that we turned off the Marcio Technology Institute. I have 17 people watching this stream. Ay caramba. That is wow, Will. Yeah, this is the second time I've ever streamed in my life. And this is I think I did have 20 at one point in my first one, but that was a unique stream. For a lot of reasons. That went for 9.5 hours. I'm not gonna do it this time. We've got a time limit. So I am glad everyone's here. If you haven't yet, please give a like and a subscribe, just so people think that this is a cool video if they stumble upon it by accident and they don't know it. Of course, if you don't like it, you don't have to do that. That's not required for anyone. All right, back to the thing that I put in the thumbnail, the Seaside Fortress. So what I'm going to do here is I want to create a couple of layers of terrain. We're going to go 5 meters, 4 or 5 meters above the water level here and just kind of flatten this out. And then with this, I want to bring this right to the edge of this wall network. Now this is actually a network, like a road or a fence, this wall. So if I were to delete it, you see it's like that. I can't rebuild it though because I'm in vanilla. I don't have find it. I don't have move it. I can't copy and paste. Lonnie Anderson is only here for the cat. Well, hold on a second, Lonnie. I can hook you up with that. Let's see. We'll give some baby Xuca for a minute. And now, all right. So I am going to add a key, a seawall, right over here. Let's turn off all of our snapping. We'll get the curve, the freeform road tool rather. I got to be careful not to accidentally delete this network while I'm doing this. I want to get it as close as possible. Is that looking flat? I think that's pretty flat. I think that's looking pretty good. There you go, Lonnie. Yep, I have a cat. My city is named for my cat, Xuca. We live in Lisboa, Portugal, and so this is Xucaboa, the Xuca version of Lisboa. That is the story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, back to this. Now I want to create another level of terrain. I want to just keep this going over here. This will be at least this high, about the same as this ruin. We'll extend the quay wall. I gotta keep it flat. You see how sometimes it goes up and down a little bit? I just gotta eyeball it as best I can. Quays are a little bit tricky. Like that. Let's try to follow the shape of the river here. Okay. All right. Now I will bring this around. Get this going. We'll use our slope tool to bring this river up to the beach a little bit smoothly. Right? I imagine these would be engineered waterways. They'd probably have dredges and things. This wouldn't be a natural body of water anymore after a medieval city was built on it. You know, over the centuries, there would be quay walls and the depth would be fairly controlled. So we'll do that. Now, for some variety, I'm going to put the stairs key. I'm going to upgrade, I think, here. And shoreline required. There we go. Maybe here. But I also want to get this really long piece. I don't know if I like it there. Let's see, maybe here. Yeah, now it looks like, I don't know, without having any procedural objects or move it or anything, it kind of looks like this would be a little spot where boats would go. All right, I'll turn off the Xuca for now, but if you all want her to come back, let me know and she will return. If there's any new people too, we'll have to get them. Thanks, Steven. Yeah, I like these quay walls. They're nice. They blend in. You see the stone is the same material, or at least the same color as these stones, if not the exact same shape of brick. So I think that will be a nice, it'll blend in quite nicely. Now over here, I'm going to delete all of these trees. I've already checked this island. There are no bison or cougars roaming around, so I don't mind building in this environment. I just have to, without move it, it takes a long time to delete all these trees because I can't just marquee select them and click delete. But I plant so many trees, and since I don't have any mods, if I hit my tree count limit, I am in trouble. So I always get rid of the trees that are there, and then I will put the trees, a lot of trees, back in the way that I want. So let's get crazy and put in a mountain here, because we need a mountain. All right, probably going to need to buy some soil. Let's see how high this is. This is from the water, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. That's kind of high. Let's make it 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. All right. We got a platform here. Okay, everybody wants Xuca? Okay, she'll come back. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me pop into the thing, and I will give you baby Xuca. Done. But I'll make her just a little bit smaller so you can see better. Okay, so now, just like we know that in vanilla, we can... Oh yeah, that's true, Bren. The airport does remove trees, but it also flattens everything. So I don't want to do that. Because as you see, I'm building a lot of hills and terrain, and I don't want to mess up anything that I've already done. All right, so I've got... My mom likes the cat. Flood the chat with Xuca. You guys are... yes, I'm getting spammed with Xuca, and I love it. At least it's not minibuses, because then that would be a whole other episode. I'll be putting in minibuses later. So I've got this level here, and just like we do with quay walls to make them retaining walls, like you've seen done in many different builders episodes, I've done it a few times, like over here. You know, you put in a quay as a retaining wall. I've done it over here. I don't try to overdo it, but I've done it occasionally. The trick is you have to flood it, and then, you know, using artificial means, using this fresh water outlet. So what we'll do now is, you know what, let me extend this a bit and make a little pit, and then I will add this right here. We'll connect it with a pipe. I have until the power goes out that it will pump water, and that's usually all I need. We'll just fill this mountain with water in the hole. Hey, Tau Alpha Nu. I am back, but only for today, and then I'm gone again for another couple weeks. Okay, so now I'm going to pause the game for a second so it doesn't overflow too much. And I think it's in level 4. Yep, the Sea Fortress. Just like any other water asset, now that I've created a source of water with a shoreline, I can plop this on it. It rotates not always the way you want it because of the way, waterfront stuff does that. So we'll try, I want it at kind of an angle. So there's a corner sticking out. I think that's about what I'd want. So now I've got the Sea Fortress up here. All right, and it's got a moat, but we're not going to keep that moat because it's on a mountain. It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't need a moat. It has a bay. Baby Xuca driving a minibus. All right, you know what? Let's, real quick, we're going to throw in some minibuses for the masses because I do love some good minibus action. Make a stop here. Make a stop here. I'll have it complete right there, and it'll just bring people around and around. Where is it? Bus line 14, I think. Yep. Make that red. We will make these minibuses. That is a holdover for the amount of minibuses I'm going to have later. There's going to be so many minibuses, nobody knows what to do. All right. Ooh, let me turn this off. I don't want to spend money on things that aren't in use yet, right? I'm making money, but I'm spending a lot of money too, and it goes negative sometimes. So I got to be careful with that. We are still waiting for Isla Isaura to level up. Hopefully, and this is a random chance, hopefully we get at least 2 academic works so we bump right up without having to wait another academic year. We have 14 weeks left before we bump up. All right, so we've got this. I'm going to finish doing some terrain work just around it. Get rid of that stuff. You see that it has a foundation, and anything below that foundation will show, but if I raise the terrain, it stops there. It creates that kind of moat. So that's the technical mechanic limit we have with the terrain. All right, and so this, even though it's a sea fortress, I'm not going to have it in the water. I want it on the mountain, because in the city of Lisbon, there is a castle on the mountain, or on the hill, rather, right downtown, that overlooks the estuary, and that's one of the main historic sites, and it kind of looks, it's like, it's not super high up, but it's high, definitely higher than the surroundings. Academic year, that's right. Everyone, every time there's a year, I want everyone to say, thank you, AC, for another academic year. Actually, how much money are we making on this? We're losing 4,000 per month. That's okay. If we level up, the tuition price goes way up. I'm not doing any free education just yet, because money is important at this stage in the vanilla game. So now, to create some steps, I like to work with the 10, if I can, every 10th 10 meter mark, just to kind of keep track of things a little bit easier. It's not necessary. I mean, like, sometimes it doesn't always work out that way, like over here. But we'll extend this out. Let's get the super big one. Let's make this a lot bigger. We'll extend this out to this line, which I drew many months ago as kind of an idea for where this road would end up going. I imagine it will kind of go this way, and I try to keep things as not straight as possible. I like them very curvy, so I put in some curves, but this is just an idea. It's not necessarily gonna follow that. Thank you, Bren. Yeah, I like this idea too. I've played around with it a lot. Almost everything I do in this city, I've tried many different times before I ever show it to anyone on YouTube. So this castle fortress, I think I was playing around with maybe a couple months ago. But the city just didn't have the population to kind of warrant building over in this area. I needed a lot more people. So that's why I've been focusing on the high density stuff the last couple of episodes. No mercy. I like them curvy. I like them thick with 2 C's. That is correct. That's how I like my roads. So let's get this just up to the level so it's flat. We don't like any unnecessary bumps anywhere. I'll extend that out, and then I'll do another tier 10 meters down over here. Let's kind of fill this in. Let's get the big one. Fill this in the middle. So you see how I'm getting a kind of a hilly area over here. Maybe we'll extend this over here too. This looks kind of cool. I like terrain. You are buffering. You mean really? Is the stream working all right for everyone? If it is, give me a thumbs up in the live chat. If there's any problems, let me know as soon as possible, and I'll see what I can do. I don't know what I could do about buffering issues though. Okay, now we're going to get the slope terrain tool, and I want to drag a little bit of a slope just up to the fortress. So this is how people will get to this fortress. And over at this waterfront, I think that I will just, oh, see that tower's a little bit lower than the rest? Accommodate that. Drop this down. And then I think over here, this is pure sand, unlike wet grass. Wet grass turns like that dark yellow, and pure sand turns that almost white yellow. So we will, I don't know if I want to have a beach there specifically, so we won't mess with that too much. But I'll get something going over here. And we'll connect this. Now, all of this I'm just improvising right now. And I've done like, ooh, academic year report. We got 3 works, we've leveled up. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll take a pause from what I was just saying. We'll throw down some more liberal arts buildings that we've unlocked. We've got the drama, I think I already had the drama club, right? Yeah. We've got this outdoor study. Look at the size of this thing. Beautiful. Throw that right there. We've got the liberal arts gymnasium. We've got the liberal arts cafeteria. And we've got this liberal arts fountain. We'll put 2 of those down. Let's see if we've got enough attractiveness now. And we just need 1 more academic work to level up. So already our tuition has gone up, and now we're breaking even, basically, even though I just added several more buildings. So this is good. This is very, very good. We like this. Ooh, there's someone Greek in the... Hold on, let me remember my Greek. That is Alexis... I don't know the Greek alphabet too well, but am I correct in reading Alexis? Or no? Because we already have Alexis written in Latin letters. Alexis S. I don't know. But thank you for the thumbs up. I will write down your name in Greek, and I will copy and paste it into the building when I make it for you. Been a while since I practiced my Greek alphabet. I should get on that. My apologies to everyone who writes in the Greek alphabet. Okay, we have leveled up. We've got everything we need. Back to this area with our nice city in the background. Let's just take a quick look at that. Look at that skyline we're going to have now already. Over there in the distance, we got this. This is already shaping up pretty nicely. So let us continue adding some key wall, if possible. This is going to go up, I imagine. It's going to slope up a bit, and I don't want that. So you know what? I think we'll just leave that there. It just ends there. And then this will be like a natural rough area that you don't need to have a retaining wall. Smooth this out a bit. I'll texture this a little bit in the end. Like get these bumps. A cool thing about this map, Roslyn Peninsula, my favorite map, and the one that the ladies in the city also use. Many different, the same one Gaming Bren uses. A lot of different builders use this. It's a popular map. Is that it does have some pretty good like terrain detailing. It's not really complete, but whoever made this map did put in these like cracks, these erosion little cracks, I guess I'd call them. I don't know. Okay, Alexis S. I see. If I don't want to Alexis for buildings, I can go with Lexi or Beautiful Shy. Let's go with Beautiful Shy Alexi. You're beautiful and you're shy. Alexi. Actually, if you're shy, it's probably not always great to have people yell that you're beautiful. It probably makes you feel more shy. So my apologies for that. Anyway, we can continue putting in the key wall over here. I do want this to go to the beach, and this can slope down a bit. That's fine for me. But then over here, no, I think we'll leave that. Let's remove that soil. And this looks, I think this looks pretty level as far as eyeballing it goes. All the key looks about the same height over here, which is what I want. I don't want any crazy dips or curves in altitude at least. Just pop that up a touch. Okay. Now, we'll make some more kind of steps, I call these. Terraces, steps, just kind of, when I build terrain, I do it like a step pyramid, even if it's not always a pyramid shape. I like to do this, and in vanilla especially, I mean, but even with mods, if you're building in hills, you do need, like, the buildings don't always look really good on a slope, so it's good to have, like, flat steps to put them on, and those steps create a slope. And that makes it come out really nice. Like, I've done that many different places already. You saw over here, I had that going on. All of these are just kind of like gently sloping flat steps. This entire Roman Square neighborhood is built on steps, so you see it just gradually gains in elevation quite a lot. Actually, if I click this, kind of see that we go from like sea level to what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 70 meters high at its highest areas. And in other places. Definitely going to be doing that more as I get over to this mountain in Sector Delta and elsewhere. There's a lot of terrain in this, and that's what makes this map a lot of fun for me. Thanks, Sack of Spuds. I appreciate that. No problem, Alexis. I want to give you the good attention, not the bad attention. Let me just scroll back on the comments real fast. Happy Catademic Year. That's right. Rock on the Cliff sounds like a concert to me. Ah, and You Will Be Offended just popped in. Perfect. What's up, YWBO? Mowing the lawn now, but still listening. Stop for a drink of water. That's impressive, because lawnmowers are pretty loud. But I appreciate you being here, man. Everyone who doesn't know, this live chat right now is already like chock full of creators who put out videos on YouTube or elsewhere. Instagram, Discord, almost everyone here does stuff, and they're great. I have links to everyone's channels, as long as I know that they have a channel, in my main page. So if you ever want to find different creators, anyone who subscribes to me that has a channel, I will share and promote their content as much as I can. So you will be offended being one of those people. He just had a nice episode, and at the end, you could even see the Parque de Xucaboa that he named for me, which is very nice. Might get a slot in the honor roll for that kind of attention. Just hint, hint to everybody. If you're ever interested in getting on the honor roll, that's an easy way. Okay, so now I think I'm going to start the key wall again, but over here. And I won't have the second level, because this is like a fast-moving, low-down river, and there's going to be bridges crossing it. So I don't really want it to be like a super pedestrian accessible area, just a basically pedestrian accessible area. Just got to be careful keeping it flat as I can. Now this is not the lowest a key could be, and when I did the harbor, that was really important, was to get everything as low as I physically could get it without flooding. But over here, that's not going to matter because I'm not going to have a lot of waterfront buildings. And in real life, like when I've been to Paris, when I've been to Strasbourg in France, cities that have quay walls going around them in France, they're not always right down at the water. There's usually like these what are they? These types of docks that'll bring you down there. Now this is still pretty high, so I don't know. Maybe it is too high. But yeah, we'll just pop this down. I think it's not flat anymore. Yeah, probably not. We'll do this. Now this island does slope up. This island does slope up, but if I flatten it here, it should be fine. And we'll try to keep this all the same level. Do that, and I think that's all right. Doesn't have to be good, it has to be good enough. So we'll do that. Gaming Bren will be back soon. Doing a stream with random disasters in a bit. All right, everyone. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out Gaming Bren. Put that little bell on so you can find out when they start their stream. Okay. I think that's enough work with the keys for now. Let's see how we're doing on our university. Got 10 weeks left. We just need one academic work and we'll level up. And because I'm going to be placing so many large assets here, I'm reluctant to put any buildings yet. But if you saw the thumbnail for this episode, that's from one of my practice runs where I was experimenting with what buildings would go well. I did a practice yesterday and a practice earlier today. And so we'll see how similar or different this version comes out, because already it's a bit different. Everything is always, never comes out exactly the same twice. But I think we'll throw in this road for now. And of course we'll change the trees. But instead of going with a Mr. Mason tree on these streets, I want to go with a vanilla tree. Not that his trees aren't vanilla now, but I want to go with this tree because I like it and it matches these. So that'll be kind of the big ramp up. Now what I'll do here, let's go to the small one, flatten this out just a touch because I'm thinking with a large land ramp like this looks like a logical place for a tunnel to go through from one side to the other, like a street that would wrap around this way would want to pass through there. I don't want to have a street going around this fortress yet. Oh, Virtual Gamer, if you're still here, have a good night. I'm glad you made it. I did keep you in mind when I was scheduling this. I know you're over in a very late time zone relative to a lot of the people here, so have a good night. My original gangster, my OXG, my original Xucaboa gangster. This is, now it's Virtual Gamer, but he said we'd keep it as Brain Gamer here as an artifact. you know, at the time he was Brain Gamer. That was his brand. Now he's Virtual Gamer. Got that. But he's also got, if I remember correctly, which one of these? Brain Gamer Lifeguard Tower and the Abhinav Shah Beach Camp. That is Abhinav S. He is from Mumbai, India, and he is a great console player. You find him in Captain Obvious Discord and the City Skylines Vanilla Facebook group a lot. Oh, take it easy, Will. Glad you came here, everyone. Will, if you haven't seen his channel, does some really awesome modded work with procedural objects, some tutorials and things, including my personal favorite was his railroad bridge. It was really quite spectacular in his Rural Germany series. Oh, thanks, Alexis. Yeah, the tunnel idea. I was playing around with that in the last experiment, and it kind of made sense. So seeing that I've kind of gone in that direction again, I think that's what I'll have to do. But yeah, I don't want to have any streets over here, but probably paths for a park. I think I'm going to extend a park around this lower tier that goes all the way up to the fortress. Hey, Tim, welcome. Hello, Joshua Adams. Welcome to Xucaboa. You're a new name. I've never seen you before. So I'm writing your name down so you get a building named after you in the next edited episode. Ay caramba. We have leveled up again. Our university has leveled up. We have 5 academic works now. We lost 25 students. That's okay. And we got all these new buildings. So let's take a break from our project here. For anyone who's new, like Joshua and Tim, who didn't see what we were working on before, I'm doing this fortress by the sea, but it's not in the sea. It's going to be on a mountain overlooking the sea. And I'm going to put university assets in here, but I never put a campus in my city, so I have to level up to get everything I want before I start slapping it down. So we're at level 3. Now I need 900 campus attractiveness. Let us see. What did we get? We got the Liberal Arts Library. Slap that in. Art Club. Ooh, I like that. Joshua Adams, I am a mayor of this city. I presume so. Although it's not... Maybe it's democratic the way we talk about doing stuff, but it's, I don't know, it's pretty... I'm an authoritarian mayor. I just kind of do what I want without always seeking input from others. So here we've got the Liberal Arts Academic Statue, which, if we look at it, it's kind of like this amorphous blob sphere. I really like it. This is going to be great in the city on the island. Now, what else was there? There was something. Okay, I've got, that's right, the School of Environmental Studies. At level 3, I unlock my second faculty, which reduces garbage accumulation in the city. It has a negative effect on consumer culture on nature, which is actually a really important theme in my city, but also in my real life. I try to live... I'm not like one of those zero trash people. I'm not able to pull that off just yet, but I would like to be. I really do try to have as much control over the amount of packaging that I get so I can minimize the waste I create as a consumer. Thank you, Joy. I appreciate that. Chris, the Shuka, the cat, is actually the mayor. I think you're right. Let's put the mayor up here in the other corner because she is overseeing everything. She shouldn't be at the bottom. She should be at the top. So there we go. Okay. Our university is leveling up. Do we have enough attractiveness? Oh, not yet. We need a little bit more. We'll slap down some of these fountains and parks because they're relatively inexpensive. And they're small and they fit in a lot of cracks. How about now? There we go. So now we just need to get 3 more academic works. Can we do it in 1 academic year? I don't know. Let me... What's our tuition? We're still breaking even. So let's not increase. We still have a 52% chance of creating an academic work, but we will give a research grant to music. We want some good music in the city. Hopefully that increases our chances of getting those academic works. That's really the only thing I think that's going to hold us back, because I will absolutely have enough students and enough money to place buildings to get the attractiveness to where it's got to be. So we just have to wait for the academic works. All right, let us take a look and start planning our design of this area. I am going to draw a road that has no purpose except to be a road where I place some unique buildings to check out what we want. Okay, this is going to be Joshua. Yes, I do have all the DLC for City Skylines, but otherwise, this save game that I'm playing is 100% vanilla. There are no mods or workshop assets or custom-made assets that I made in the game. Everything here is just what comes with the game and DLC. So it is 100% vanilla. I do have a modded series where I start in the Paleolithic and I'm working my way to the Space Age, and that is heavily modded, also using all DLC, but that's a modded game. This is I only have 2 cities, my 100% vanilla and my 100% modded. Xucaboa, that's called, OXG. And anybody who watches that, I will consider an original Xucaboa gangster. Hey, Sunken, welcome in. I'm glad you made it. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit emotional during the Ladies in the City series or season finale. It was that was a hell of a run. Y'all did really, really well, and created a great community in doing it too. Really something special. Don't worry, Sunken. You do what you got to do. Joshua Adams, my favorite DLC of all time. I'm going to have to say Campus DLC, because even though I don't use a lot of the stuff in it all the time, this map, Rosalind Peninsula, comes with Campus DLC, and it is my favorite map. To date, at least. So I'll say that. All right, back to building. We are going to start placing some unique buildings to see what we want. And I've got a few ideas. The Amsterdam Palace is potentially going to be cool. We will turn it off as soon as we place it, so we're not spending more money than we have to. This government offices building is looking pretty good. The cathedral, I was thinking about it, and I've made an executive decision not to put a cathedral in my old city. Just because this is vanilla. Like, I already have my historic city, and that's going to have real religion and history and things like that. But this is like a fantasy world. I don't really want there to be explicit religious iconography any more than I absolutely have to. So because this is a obviously Christian religious building, I just anticipate that causing some taking away from the kind of multiverseness of where the city is. And this, let's presume that there's no explicit religion. There's just an implicit religion. The bison worship, as No Mercy would like. Here, everyone worships the bison. I know, Sunken. It's a great building. It is. I'm probably going to use it in OXG, although I'll probably procedural objects and change it, because it's a bit, what is this, Gothic architecture or something like that? I gotta look it up, but it's not Portuguese specifically. It's definitely like other European cities, but not Portuguese. All right, just spending money here, building and destroying cathedrals for no reason. Okay, this shopping center, department store, really blends in well with European buildings, and I think we'll do that. Oh, did Joshua take off? Oh, see you later, Joshua. I got your name. You're going to have a building name for you in the next edited vanilla episode. Okay, Chris says, yeah, Gothic. I think it is probably Gothic architecture, in my amateur opinion. I'm not an expert in architecture, but I know some of the basics. Here's the city hall. I think this is going to go really well. Arc de Triomphe, I don't know. I want to put that on the sideline. The theater, absolutely. This is definitely going to go in there. This is a great looking building. And it will fit right in. That will fit in with the vibe we're going to try to do. Also, ooh, oppression office. That's a good idea, Valley. I think that's not in this tab though. I'm going tab by tab. So I think the last thing from this tab will be Grand Central Terminal, which comes with the deluxe DLC. Even though it is a real life landmark, it is scaled down for the game here, and it's kind of nondescript enough to not be instantly recognizable to anyone who doesn't know it. Like, I'm from New York City, so I know this very well. I've been in this building many, many times. But not everybody's going to know this building. Like the Eiffel Tower, everyone in the world will know. If I put the Eiffel Tower in my city, they're going to be like, yeah, that's the Eiffel Tower. This, I think, can blend while still being cool. You know, it is a beautiful asset. All of them are from the deluxe pack. Sakasud says the Courthouse. I was looking at that. I was thinking that would be a great idea because that is based on the New York City courthouse. I forget if it's state or federal or municipal. I don't even remember what level that is now. But it's the one down in the Civic Center. I used to live right by it when I was living in the Seaport. And also I lived by it when I lived in China. I've lived in a couple apartments downtown, and so that was a place I've seen a lot. This building, the New York Courthouse, the true administration of justice, is the firmest pillar of good government. This is the building you see in the Law and Order series too. That's the court they're always going to. I like it. I don't know if I want it on this island. It's a bit modern. It's got this neo-classical facade. I don't know how you'd call that. Now again, there I am spitting out some amateur architectural terms, but it's got this, the Roman columns and the whole entry here. But otherwise, it's a pretty modern building, and so I think I'll put that somewhere else in the city as it grows. But that is a good idea, Spuds. I like that. Conscript David, hey, what's up? Conscript David says Tokyo Tower in. Oh, there's the oppression office in number 4. So this is a possibility. I might go with this. Let's turn that off. I can delete this. I waited too long. I didn't get a refund. That's all right. Just wasting money. That's what I like to do. This has potential, but we'll see, because I already have the Amsterdam Palace and the City Hall, which are similar. They also have the dome, the cupola, on top with a spire, and this has, I guess this is a proper cupola. I don't know if this would be. I'm spitting out a lot of architecture terms here. I don't know. Tim says, yeah, it's neoclassical. All right, yeah, I think I know what I'm talking about, right? So these are some potential buildings I'll put in here, but also I want to blend in, absolutely want to put this administration building in. This School of Education is pretty nice. Low profile, European terracotta roof. Nice greens, open spaces. So I think that'll be nice. It's a really big asset. Some of these ones I won't put on the island, like these more modern buildings. I may throw in a dorm or two, but I don't want to overcrowd it with these buildings because they are a bit modern looking. These two buildings look pretty good. These fountains, all the parks. This is a modern building, but I might put it in because I think having a single modern building in there might be a nice contrast. Or maybe this one. I don't know. We'll see. And this I've got some ideas for. Oh, Conscript David just joined. Let's do a 30-second recap of what we are doing. I am building Isla Isaura into a fortress, right? We're going to have this fortress that is a sea fortress. I built it by making a pool of water in the mountain and then deleting the pool of water, just like you would for making a retaining wall out of a key. And that's going to have like this multi-layered, very terrainy, but very old European style island going on. I'm starting to add my layers of terrain. I'm picking the palette of buildings I may want to use. I'm leveling up my university because I never had a campus, so I don't have all these unlocked. And we just need 3 more academic works to get to level 4. Oh no, Raid Kitty, your internet is acting up. I will see you later. All right, thanks for popping in. So yeah, David, that's the project for today, and I think you're pretty caught up with the rest of the city, so I don't need to explain everything. But if anyone's never seen the city and like has no idea what's going on, let me know and I'll do a 1 or 2 minute tour because I did work really hard on every single building and road and curve and tree, and I like to show it. Okay, back to this. While we're waiting for the university to level up, let's start coming up with some ideas for connecting this island to our main city and or this side. Because remember, we have our oil tanker refinery over here, which is just for show because there's no oil tankers in the game. So all the oil will be put on a truck and taken to a container terminal. Oh, ay caramba, we got 3, so that means we leveled up. That was some good luck that we got it all in 1 year. Liberal Arts Auditorium, bookstore, and laboratories. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let us go here. We now need 1,800 campus attractiveness and 16 academic works to get to the final level. So let's put down some assets. Gaming Brand says, haven't seen it up close. You mean my city, Bren? Is that what you mean? I could do a tour. Just let me get these buildings in place so I start leveling up. I would be really bummed if I didn't get the attractiveness up. That's moving slow. I think we're going to have to add some varsity sports. I think that's what we're going to have to do. But it's so expensive. Let me... where are those little parks? Academic statue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just spamming these little parks. I have interrupted the power right there. That's no bueno. All right, that's fine. Cable car for the forts, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. I already do use cable cars over here by the Slava Ukraini refugee shelter. And I use them over on the other side to the Lukatube. I probably put it at the top. Lukatube cable cars to get up this big incline to some touristy areas. So I do use them. Not even specifically for tourist infrastructure, but because I have such large cliffs, it's a pretty efficient way to get up and down. And since I don't have any elevators or other, what is it, funicular? I don't have any assets that I could use otherwise, so I might use that. Let me think of a way to do that. The only problem with them is that the stops are quite big, right? So it's like that could be cool, but then it takes up. I don't have a lot of real estate here, and I want to pack it kind of tight. But I'll think about that. I'll leave that there for now. Let's think about this. Not a bad idea, David. I hadn't thought of that for this area, but I'll stew that around in my brain. Let's get connecting our roadways, though, because nobody's going to get to those cable cars if we can't get them there by road or train or anything else. The island is still totally separated from the mainland. So I think, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's click it right there. Do I want a high bridge though? I don't know. I think maybe I want a low bridge. Undo. I take it back. I didn't mean it. We'll just do it like that. Just a little bit of a slope. We'll match this. Helicopters sound good too. Yeah. Let's see. What did I need? The tram bridge. Will it go straight across? It will, but then it'll land right on the walkway and everyone will look bad. So let's raise that up just a smidge so that people can walk underneath it. Always got to keep these slopes as gradual as possible. So even if I raise it just a couple meters, I'll start dragging my slope terrain tool from where I can. And then there will be like this natural dip in the road before it goes back up. Or actually, you know what? We don't even need that dip. We can just spread this right over to here. That's all the same level anyway. Perfect. Beautiful. I want my angle tool on. Have that centered more or less. Can people walk under that? Probably. I think people could walk under that. See you later, Steven. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. I know I haven't been over to your videos in a little while. I've been out of town, so I have a lot of catching up for everyone's videos to do. But Everyone's Cities by Steven, another great content creator coming out of Canada, has a cool Canadian build called Fort Prairie. Really a lot of fun to watch. Cool style. So I appreciate you popping in, Steven. Really do. Okay, we've got that. Looks pretty smooth. But then do I want to make it a stone bridge of some kind? Because those stone bridges are pretty cool. How will that look? That looks even better for walking underneath. You know what? I think we'll stick with that. I think that looks pretty sweet. Clean that up a bit, right on the edge. We'll do that. Now you say, but Xucaboa, there is a tram line that abruptly ends. So you would be correct in saying that. I will scale this back, and I will go to the tram dedicated line. Let's see. You know what? I should do road length. Can I do that? That's pretty good node-wise. Now, let's make sure our terrain is still where it's got to be. We'll get a gravel road. Steven is so close to 1,000. Everyone, if you haven't subscribed to Steven, you better go do it right now. All right, we've got an obligation to each other to make sure we all succeed and do well. So please pop over to Steven, take a break from me, click on Steven's profile, check out the channel, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Get him up to that important milestone. Road guidelines on so we can line up with the node. These should be roughly parallel. Well, you know what? If I was smart, if I was not a dum-dum, I would have done it like this. So that's a little too close. I don't want that. Now it's parallel. And now I can squeeze in here. And we'll just upgrade this node. Let's see. There we go. So now the trams will go this way. Let's get rid of that stoplight. That's going to be a traffic maker for sure. We'll just put a stop sign for the trams so they're not totally cutting off this outbound lane. All right, good job, everyone. I appreciate you giving Steven a subscribe. Just in case you didn't know, almost everybody in this live chat right now is a content creator. If you don't know who they are, check out their pages and give them a sub. We are I don't want to say we're a team per se, but we're definitely a community, right? And we all want to support each other so that we do well. So Ack is almost at 800, wink wink. I am almost at 500, wink wink. You know, and like I said in the beginning, getting more than 500 subs is not a priority for me, but getting to 500 would be great. So this way I could have the community polling feature. That's all. I like being a small channel because I'm already, you know, I like knowing everyone's name. And if I have 1,000 new subscribers in one episode, I won't be able to build all the buildings with everyone's names, and it'll be really hard for me to remember that many at one time. If I plant like, you know, so far I think the max I've done is like about 30 or so for a single episode, 30 named buildings, but like we got the Raid Kitty Library, got the Captain Obvious Discord HQ, like I know every single building in here. Cities by Steven actually has this Elder Care. Cities by Steven Elder Care. So there you go. Right? I try to keep track of everybody's name. Christina asks, is it not good to have trams on the bridge? Actually, I think it would be better traffic-wise to have trams on this bridge so I'm not cutting across lanes of traffic, but I just like the way this bridge looks, and the tram bridge does not look like this by itself. So I'm going to keep a tram-only bridge separate. I'm going to pretend that maybe this was added after the fact. This bridge was built before trams existed, and instead of upgrading this bridge, they built a side bridge next to it. That'll be the story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, Tim is a very small channel. He's doing, I don't even know exactly what you call that style of art, but it's, you know, symmetrical designs that kind of, like in a kaleidoscope way almost, they fill up a whole page, and he just colors them in, and it's really quite stress relieving and therapeutic. Very nice. All right, back to this. How are we doing on the academic year? Got 8 weeks left. I doubt we'll get 8 academic works, but let's. I didn't even give a grant. Let's do a literature grant. Let's see. We need. We're making about 4,000 or 5,000 now on this, so I think we can raise our staff budget by 5,000, and that will give us a 60% chance of getting some sweet stuff. That's going to be important. See you later, Valley. I will be at your stream coming soon. I think it's at 10 o'clock my time. So that's what, 2.5 hours still? Brad, you've got the right idea. Screenshots, if I could do it over, I might have just stuck with screenshots, but I was convinced by the person for whom this island is named, Isaura, from the City Skylines Vanilla Facebook group. She was the one who planted the seed in my head to start a channel and show off my cities. So this is my first city still. But I do love your screenshots, Brad. You're a really good creator. It's good to see that stuff. Virtual Gamer, who was here before from India, he's also a screenshot-only guy. And he shares them in the Facebook group and on Discord, in the Captain Obvious Discord, where we often hang out. So screenshots are a great, probably a better and easier way to do this than what I'm doing. Because when I do my edited videos, this is only my second live ever. It's my first live in this city. To do an edited video, it takes me about 2 weeks, start to finish, on average. Sometimes it takes even more. You know, I put a lot of work into it, and I try to make them as professional as possible. And you know, I'm not a professional, so of course they're not going to be professional quality. But I do the best I can, and it's a lot of labor. And I know a lot of us spend a lot of time doing it. So mad respect to all the other creators out there who put a lot of their heart and soul into video editing, which is a whole other skill set. Instead of just designing a beautiful city and sharing the screenshots, which is really some beautiful work out there that's never been turned into a video, like some really impressive cities I've seen. Gaming Bren's doing screenshots on Steam. All right. Yeah, you know what? That's actually a place I don't look for screenshots too much, and I should. That's not a bad idea. Thanks for saying that, Bren. Okay, so now we've got this first bridge connection, and I was thinking many moons ago that it would follow this kind of curve to get over here somehow. Not exactly like that, but we'll try to respect that. The thing is, with large assets and with European buildings, which I think is what I'm going to do here. Okay, we got 4 academic works. That's great. How many more do we need then? Another 4. Let us give a grant. Cinematography. The Chirpinator. Very nice. There's no mod that can erase this bird. Well, I don't know. I've got OBS, and so I can put my logo right up here. It's not a mod, but it works. Let's see. Oh, just so everyone knows, too, in the corner right here, I have my cat Xuca. That's who my channel and my city are named for. She is a little cat. She's a bit bigger than she is in that photo right now. She's grown up a bit, but she's still pretty small as far as cats go. I don't know. Maybe she'll keep getting bigger. Anyway, I was saying I can't stand having very straight segments of road, and already I've got one right there. But when it comes to the European buildings and the large assets, putting in too many curves in the beginning can be a bit problematic for how you want to place things and how you want it to look. So I'm going to delete that just for now and do straight runs in kind of the direction that I want it to go, and then connect them with curves. That will be the way. So this minimizes the amount of curviness overall while still giving a curved appearance. Jeremy Menifee is here. Ay, caramba, I haven't seen you in forever, dude. Welcome back. Xuca is the best mascot ever. I agree. Everyone, if you want to know where Jeremy's building is, it is right here, the Jeremy Water Tower over in Old Farmington. And also, perhaps, secretly, he double dipped by using his other handle, A Miracle. So, pretty original gangster, been around for a long time. Now we've got the 100% Vanilla Baby street sign over here by Jeremy's section. Brad, see you later. Go mod for Few Candy. Give my regards over there. I'm not going to end just yet, so tell everyone I said hey. And I'll see you later, Brad. Thanks for popping in. Grottles is here now, too. Awesome. Grottles, what an epic finale. That airport was incredible. You're making me regret not unlocking this tile over here, because that is perfect airport territory. And you did a fantastic job. Really came out nice in the Ladies in the City series. Anyone who doesn't know, I'm sure everyone does, because it's like one of the coolest series on City Skylines on YouTube. But Ladies in the Series just had its season finale, done by Grottles, who is here. And it was really, really very nice. Okay, back to business. So I think we were talking about having a park along the waterfront here and having a road that will kind of loop around this tier at least. So let's start putting the general shapes of those in place. We'll turn off road guidelines. And I'll do straight segments again. For now, I'll use the gravel road and we can curve them out. Let me delete these trees before I build over them. Remember, if you're not using the new tree anarchy mod and have the specific setting that it will delete trees when you build over them, it will not delete trees when you build over them. See, I put this here, you're like, oh, no more trees, but they're still there. They're just hidden. So that takes away from the tree count. And since I plant 100 bazillion trillion million trees everywhere all over my map, each of these is individually planted by me. That tree count really matters. Alexis asks, have I unlocked all 9 tiles? Very good question. The answer is yes, I have. These are the tiles I've unlocked. Now, you might be thinking, if this is 100% vanilla, how did I do that with only 34,000 population? And the answer is the same way that I'm unlocking all of these buildings for the university is I created just a spam grid city right here, got to 65,000 population, and then once I hit that milestone, I deleted it all and went back to doing what I was doing. And this way I had unlocked all the buildings I wanted to unlock. So very good question. I should probably say that more because the numbers don't add up if you're looking at this 34,000 population and I've got 9 tiles. That's not quite right for a vanilla build. Let's see. Okay, back to the roads. Let's kind of do this. Now this is going to be pretty square looking, but I'll try to round off any angles as I can as I continue. I'm not going to, you know what, that's not the direct way I want to go. I didn't finish doing the terrain over here. But there's our, we'll call this tier 1. We'll call this tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. So we did our tier 2 road on this side, and I was thinking that we would have a tunnel go through, and to have a tunnel I need to have a regular road. So we'll do this. I think it'll line up there, and this we can curve. And this I want to look at as horizontally as possible so I know I'm not going down. Like, see, if I do that, it's going down. I want to go straight. I want this to be as flat as I can. And I'm just eyeballing it, but that's an important aesthetic feature that, for me at least, right? In all of my tunnels, I try not to overdo them because I'm a student of Captain Obvious, but who is a no tunnels type of person. But see how that went up? Let's take a look underground and see how that went. So that actually goes down. These are not the same level. That's interesting. I'm going to delete this. We'll delete this and this and get these the same height because I want this to be as engineered as possible. Yeah, that's just a little bit lower. All right. Oh, but you know what? I kind of like, I don't want it to be too low. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this, I think, is the minimum clearance we need to get a tunnel under there. We'll do that, and then we'll do that here. Maybe. We'll see how well that does. We'll slope that here. Right? Now, Captain Obvious, when he does the no tunnels policy, it's for the very good reason that it looks better. Like, if you have all your stuff hidden underground, it's not that compelling to look. And I subscribe to that school of thought too. I want everything to look really good all the time. For me, it's even more important than if it works really well. Although my city does work pretty well. I mean, it's still in the 80s with traffic. And I don't have any needs or wants or anything like that. I'm meeting all my city's needs. So that's an kind of like an aesthetic thing for me. It's I want this tunnel. If I'm gonna do tunnels, they better be good. So let's see. This is gonna be tight, but we'll try. What, maybe if I go in straight, it'll let me get close. Little bit tight. Still going down. I don't want it to go down. I want it to go straight. Let's drop this down a meter or two. I can handle a meter or two drop. That'll be fine. This is why I edit videos, because things like this can often take way longer than I expect. All right, we'll try that. It goes down a little bit, but let's see how it pops out. That looks fairly smooth, a little bit of a down slope. We'll have it stick right out here, and that should be... Now it does a tiny, like maybe a meter incline. I don't know, can I live with that? I mean, if it's not flat, at least it's pretty smooth. I'll take that. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. We'll live with that. Doesn't have to be good, it has to be good enough. Oh, so here's what I want to do. I want to connect this tram line. I'm going to do a nice curve here. Just like that, nice smooth curve for the tram, and then we'll upgrade this road that'll tunnel into a tram, because this will be a tram tunnel, because trams are cool. Felipe Gomez, what is going on, man? This is my first vanilla live stream. Everybody, Felipe has been a Xucaboa citizen for a very long time and has the honor of having this entire national forest named for him. He is a true original Xucaboa gangster. Originally having started with the Felipe campground. So there we go. Welcome, man. It's good to have you here. I am, for anyone, Felipe and anyone else who I have missed, if I haven't acknowledged you or said hi to you, write something in the live chat right now so I make sure to see you, because I want to make sure I got everyone who's here written down. But for anyone who's just joining, this is the project of the day. We are going to build a sea fortress on a mountain next to the sea, not in the sea. It's going to overlook this ruin that we can't otherwise move because we don't have Move It or any other mods. And we're going to build a European-ish island here at Isla Isaura. The letter I right here for Isla Isaura. While we're doing this, we're leveling up her university. We need, right now, 4 more academic works to get to the next level. Hopefully, although unlikely, we'll get 4. That would be pretty good luck. Hopefully in 5 weeks we get 4 academic works, and then we get all of our buildings unlocked that we want to do this. Okay, so now let's delete that and put in, let's just ramp our way up to this tunnel from tier 2. Whoops, wrong button. That's still not that good. Flatten that out a bit. There we go. Now it's going to be a nice slope of not that many meters, but if you think about it, like, you know, when you see these lines, meters add up pretty fast in real life. Like, most human beings are 2 meters tall, so or less. So anything, you know, once you're at here, that's already really, really tall. Like, someone couldn't climb from this road to that road if it was passing this way. So that's how I always try to keep that in my head when I'm thinking of the terrain. Like, some of these, it's easy to think these are small, and these are actually quite large, especially when stacked together. So this will do a curve because I'm not going to put any buildings over here. I'll probably put some over here though. But we'll just do a quick tram upgrade. You know what? I shouldn't have done that because I don't think I'm going to keep these roads as square as they are anyway. Aren't they? No, not all right, so Felipe, they're not 2 meters tall, but like nobody's taller. Very few people are taller than 2 meters. So when I see 2 meters on a line, I think that's the size of a person. Oh my caramba. We have unlocked 4 academic works, which was the magic number to unlock the final, most prestigious level of university. We have the art gallery, we have the statue number 2, dance club, media lab, and the School of Economics. So let us go over here. I just want to plop them only because I want to see what they look like. We'll put this here. This is the School of Economics, which increases office revenue. Let's take a look. Our offices before this were making about $1,500. We'll see how much that increases now. It's going up. This has a offices. It's not the best buff because I really don't have that many offices. I think in the trade school there's one that increases the commercial, and that would have been a huge boost to the economy. But that's all right. I'll take a couple $100. Fine by me. A bit too modern though. That's not going to go in here. Let us take a look at the rest. Got this academic statue, dance club, media lab. So these are starting to look a little bit more modern. These probably won't go in here. And did we already have the bookstore? I think we did. Yeah, right here. Okay, so those are those buildings, and we unlocked the Art Gallery Museum, which is a unique institution that conserves a collection of academic works. Each additional academic work increases the city attractiveness of this building. So every time there's an academic work here, this building gets more attractive. We'll think about where to put that. Let's see what it looks like. Pretty modern building, but pretty nice. There will be a place for that in Xucaboa, for sure. Let's, you know what, I just did that, but let's delete these because they're just taking up money now, and I don't need them to maintain my attractiveness. So let's delete just enough to lower the attractiveness. Trying to get rid of some of this expensive stuff. We are at 1,900 out of 1,800. We'll leave it there. That's fine. I don't want to lose too many students either by destroying too many buildings. We're making a pretty good profit right now. I mean, you know, it's not astronomical, but it's definitely positive, which is great. And our campus is level 5. So now we can really start planning where to place buildings in the city. And I'm going to extend this campus area. Now it's not going to work overlapping with a park. So we'll have to play around with the borders of the campus and the park as we place stuff down. But we'll do this. We'll merge all this over here so this way we can start placing buildings. And the first one I think we'll do is this admin building. Because just like I had in the thumbnail, I had this over here. But let's see where a good spot for it would be. Because I want it, this is like a great, I want this pretty high. This is like the equivalent of a skyscraper up here. Hey, Z Green Gaming, what's going on? Everyone who doesn't know, Z Green, another creator. I'm going to say this pretty much every time someone joins because everyone here is a creator, but great procedural objects worker and is now doing diorama videos. So if you've never seen one of those, check out his channel. Really cool stuff. And an original Xucaboa gangster. I just noticed that the episode where I put his tennis court, the Z Green Gaming tennis court, was 1 year ago yesterday. That was April 30th, 2021 is when that tennis court was placed down. So this is the Z Green Gaming tennis court. It's been here for over a year now in real life. And about 300 years in game life. But same city, Z. Nothing, just chipping away. I am in no rush to get this done. Maybe one day it'll be done. We'll see. But I don't know. What does everyone think of having this up here? It's a little bit higher than the castle, which I don't know if I like. Maybe I'll put it down on tier 2 instead of tier 3, like I had in the thumbnail. And then it's still a nice looking... Wait, is that... Turn that on. I want my university turned off. That would be catastrophic. Yeah, so let's make sure we got our water. Now I didn't even think about putting services in here. We gotta get this going. Let us run some power over this way. Sloppy, quick, just to make sure we are connected. All of this will be fine-tuned as we develop this area. And we can start turning these on too to see how traffic plays out. Well, I don't know, a cable car, I want to. But do I? I don't know. I'm torn. Yeah, Z, I got a good maintenance budget on it, right? My parks maintenance is pretty good. I'm spending a lot of money, but it's worth it. Okay, Alexis likes the lower plot of land. That's good to know. Yeah, I think I like it too. I don't really want it to be like parallel with this. I want there to be as many angles as possible in this area. So let's just offset it like a 45. And then of course I need to connect that now. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's pretty prominent. I'm seeing this face and this face, and I don't think I'm going to have anything taller than it down here. So this will be pretty nice. This back of it isn't too great to look at. Despite, I mean, no matter what the shadow is, I don't have the day-night cycle on right now, but that we can put some buildings behind. But over on this side, I think we'll limit the amount of buildings we do. Yeah, Z, no problem. Oh, we got High-NS in the house. What is going on, my friend? Here is your triangle about, which I think I actually have to turn on road names. I think I turned those off for some reason. Display road names. And, oh, where'd it go? It's in there somewhere. This was your dog park, but now it's the Mikar and 1-1 cat park. These are Heinz cats. Mikar was the mama cat who passed away, and so we put some trees in memoriam for 1-1's mama cat. So that's over here at the High-NS triangle about. Oh, and Fina Fox is in the house. Fina has the public pool, everyone, right over here. And remember, if you have ever watched a video and left a comment or participated in any way, you will get a building named for you. If you've gone above and beyond, you will get something really, really big named for you. Like Larry got this Gotta Go Park last episode. It was a lot of fun. He made a video for me. So there are everybody gets something, and if you do something really spectacular as a Xucaboa citizen, I will give you an honor roll status level thing, where hopefully it is well known by everyone. We got the Valley Lad Triple Trumpet over here, right? We got the Joy Build Cities Tram Bridge. That should show now that I got the names on. So things like that. We are over 400 buildings have names in here right now, and I didn't do my 400 subscriber special, and already I'm almost at 500. Closer to 500 than not. So that will mean that I'll just probably wait until I get to the 500 mark and do a mega special for both. Anyway, back to business. For those who are just joining, building this section of the city on this island, Isla Isaura, we have moved a university over here and just spammed it out to get all the buildings unlocked, and now we are going to carefully start integrating some of them with some other unique building assets and make a really dynamic scene. So I think let's put in the city hall. I don't know if I want it. City hall should be a prominent thing. I don't think it would be actually at or near the castle too much. I think it might be over here, and that should have its own roadway, I'd think, too. So we'll do, you know what? Where's one of those parks? Did I place those down? I did not. Okay, so there are some unique parks that I think we will put in front of the City Hall, because City Hall should be a really prominent building. There's one in particular I'm looking for. It's that official park. Anyone know where that is with that cubist sculpture? Not seeing it. Oh, it's right here, next to the courthouse. Official park. A little bit of modern in front of the classic. We'll put that here, right on the corner. And then, I have to reconnect those real fast. Then, we will put the road where City Hall will go. Ooh, that node is just so close to being square, and it's just not. That's okay. There we go. City Hall can go right here on the eye. Try to square it up as best I can without using move it. On this not perfectly, this is why I try to keep like straight roads, because even though it'll look okay, it sometimes gets out of whack. I think we'll put that on the inside, be a little bit nicer. And then we can plop some trees over here on the corner. Keep people out of the intersections. Let's get, speaking of intersections, we'll turn those off. We will connect some water. And rig up some power. So I'm not going to spend too much time detailing right now because I want to get everything in place, but I will put a few things down. This is fertile soil, and even though I'm not going to place farms here, I don't like to remove fertile soil, so I'm going to minimize the amount of trees I have over here. I'll go for a couple of big ones, big juicy trees. Let's do some Mr. Mason oaks. If I can get the largest version of that, would be splendid. Get this in here. See how every time I click it, this gets a little bit darker green? That will never turn yellow again. Every click of a tree I put deletes permanently the terrain. So here, I'll allow it. We'll just put a few specific items, but not too much. And over here should be fine. This is just quick, dirty detailing, so I know that I'm not removing too much soil. All right, Felipe, see you later. Thanks for popping in, man. I really appreciate it. Alexis, Shuka, what do you think of a ferry to make it to the fort? That is heckin' brilliant. I will be doing that because we have this connection through the canal by Flamingo Beach Park and Ile Cachalot that will connect the Big Q57 inlet this way. So we can have that go in there. Do a course change. And I'll just stick this in here for right now. I don't know exactly where I want to put the ferry, but that's a good idea. Thank you for saying that. Thanks for popping back in, Joy. Yeah, I'm sad I'm not making few candies. I for some reason didn't get the notification she was doing a live, and I didn't want to. I was trying hard to like squeeze in between premieres and lives and things. So I'm not going to stop now because I'm invested. But oh, what flag did we get, Ack? We got the Belgian flag. This is the Belgian fort. Go figure. Any Belgians in the house right now? Only Belgian I think I know is Sean W. Said they were Belgian but living in Barcelona. They were in my first live. They have a building over here, but which one was Sean's building? Sean had not that. Is it this? Sean W. Police Station. Damn, I'm good. Damn. Yeah, so we got the Sean police station. That's the only Belgian I know. Christina, Doc, thank you so much for being here. Means the world to me. Having my OXGs, my original Xucaboa gangsters, popping in and being here for over a year. This one city has been going on. And Christina's been here since the very beginning. Episode number 1. She got named in episode number 2 as Christina MD. And then later on as the Christina MD Hospital for Amigas, a special honor roll. For our friend Isaura from the Vanilla Group, who has been in the hospital on and off a lot. She got the long COVID pretty bad, and so it's I've been substitute administrator in her absence for right now. But her absence is felt by a lot of people there. She's really a great builder, and you think we do community here in Xucaboa and all the gang. She invented community, right? She is promoting and doing everything for every channel she's ever seen all the time. She's always at every premiere and every video and everything. So I miss her. You know, she's a good friend, and hopefully she gets back in action again soon. She's been, like I said, in and out of the hospital a lot. So this island is named for her, Isla Isaura. Her first asset. She was also my first subscriber. She got the Escuela de Vanilla over here, the very first school in the city. Yeah, I know, Grottles, I know. It's I'll try not to be too heavy in the live stream, you know, but she's still kicking. She just got dealt a rough hand, and she got to deal with a lot of personal and other stuff. So I just hope she gets all that sorted out soon. All right, let us paint a district over here so I can start adding European buildings as I want. Oh, I think Shuka's meowing at the door. Might have to go and let her in. All right, let's see. Woodland District, we will call this Isla Isaura, because that is actually the neighborhood. Actually, you know what? Let's call this Historic Isla Isaura. Because we're going to have another neighborhood over here that probably isn't European. Give me 10 seconds. I got to open the door for Shuka. She's scratching at the door. Maybe you'll hear her meow. Shuka. Hi, Boopy. What's up? Ready to party? All right, Shuka is in the room. Okay, so let's see our demand bars. We've got residential, commercial, a little bit of industrial. We've got, did I enable the European theme? Not yet. European district style is what I want. And there is a really limited selection of buildings to use, so we will have to be thoughtful about which ones we place down. But I don't even think I want to place them yet. I want to work on a park. Let's get that park going too before I forget, because that's going to be a really important piece of infrastructure. You know what? I turned on this Sea Fortress and I never connected the road, so now there's a lot of garbage. Let's adios that. Do I want it to be like a, I don't know, we'll do this for now. Probably going to change that. I just want to have accessibility for the service vehicles. Okay. I've still got little Shuka up in the corner of the screen. Very nice. Let's do a very quick cheesy Shuka. This was a great picture that my girlfriend took of Shuka when she was having a yawn, but it came out looking like that beluga face cat picture. And wouldn't you know it, Shuka has left the one door of the room and circled back around and is back at the closed door, so I might have to let her in again. We'll see. But let me turn off the Shuka cheese, because that does take up most of the screen. and get back to it. All right. We will need some service buildings over here. And I think we'll start with a European police department, and that might make sense close to the city hall. Run some pipes here. Okay, does that look flat enough? Looks pretty good. I'm gonna have to check the flatness all the time since I'm building assets in terrain. The larger the asset, the more likely it is to create nasty looking bumps and things. So every time we place something, we'll make sure to triple check that it's looking flat and smooth the way it should. All right. Fire is important, and this is the European firehouse, which I already have quite a few of these in the city, but I do like them. They've got that cool bell tower. And I think we'll place this. Does that? Oh, it doesn't fit. Is this one? This small one does. I don't know. I just don't know. That I don't want next to the palace. The palace has to be palatial. Has to be a really special place. Yes, Tim, I mean lumpy and bumpies. We don't want any of those. Is that a catchphrase from a popular builder that I'm now plagiarizing? I try to not say the same things as other people just because I don't want them to think I'm ripping off their style. I'm not too worried about it, but I don't want them to get the wrong idea if they happen to hear me say their catchphrase. Like if someone said "ay caramba," if you heard City Planner Play say "ay caramba" and didn't say that's what Xucaboa has always said in every episode he's ever made, always in life, in videos and in real life, I would be heartbroken. You know, if someone took my catchphrase. That's what I say. I say "ay caramba" all the time, in real life too. Okay, so I'm not going to say lumpy and bumpies. That is a City Planner Plays trademark expression. It's good though. It sounds great. I used to watch a lot of City Planner Plays, and now I'm so involved in watching all the videos of my gang here that I haven't really had, I've tried to like ease off the really big channels because they don't need my views and support as much as some of my friends with the small channels do. But I really do like Phil and his style. It's great. I watched Verde Beach from the beginning until maybe a couple months ago when I was kind of really overwhelmed with watching as many videos per day as I could of all my friends. O construtor está aqui. Boa tarde. Bruno. Everybody, Bruno from Brazil is here. He's a great builder. He's got the Bruno B Bridge right here, as well as the Ponte do Construtor, which is over here, an original bridge. Still haven't built anything out this way, but Bruno, so you know, se você sabe que eu estou tentar fazer essa cidade mesmo, a mesma cidade do que o princípio, o começo. Mais que ano que eu estou construtor. We got someone new here too. Darwishi Boschel. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's I'm not totally sure. Where are you from, Darwish? How do you say your name? I want to make sure I'm getting it right. I'm writing it down because everybody who ever participates in this city gets a building name for them. And you are no exception to that. So welcome. You had a question, can this game building a medieval city? The short answer is yes. The long answer is hell yes. But in vanilla, which is what I'm doing, I have no mods on right now. I am doing the best I can to do a medieval city. It will be hard. It is very, very difficult with the city without any mods or custom assets. If you have mods and custom assets, you can really do something special, and that's what I'm doing. Bruno O Constructor has said, thank you. Yes, I'm glad you like it still. And can I show more details? Yeah, let's do a tour. Let's do a quick tour. We got a couple of new people. We'll take a break. I'm still making money. I'm not too worried. So this is Xucaboa. It is named for my cat Xuca, who you see up here in the corner. From Israel, Eretz Yisrael, Shalom. Brucha haba, Xucaboa, Xucaboa. I have to remember my Hebrew now. It's been a while. But I will try to pronounce your name correctly. This is a multilingual channel, so I do my best to subtitle all my videos. In a live, I will do my best to speak the languages of the people watching. Hey, Xuca. And Xuca the cat is watching with me. You might hear her meowing in the background. So, yeah, Bruno, eu sei que Xucaboa é algo diferente do português do Brasil, eu sei. Eu aprendi... I learned from many people that the word Xuca in Brazilian Portuguese has a very specific, not beautiful meaning. And boa means good, so I have the really good one of those. But in Portugal, where Xuca the cat lives, it doesn't mean anything specifically. Tim asks, how many languages do I speak? That's a relative question. I would say quick answer is like 5. Spanish, Portuguese, French, English, of course, and some Hebrew. But I know a couple of catchphrases in a lot of languages. All right, Bruno, the tour. Let's start. This is the first tile of Xucaboa. As you can see, here is the entire map. This tile, I spent many, many months inside of this tile building. And what I did was just experiment with different ways to do a non-modded build, right? I am a modded builder. By default, I want to use mods. I want to use custom assets. And so this was a challenge for me to make a city that looks modded, but is 100%, absolutely 100% vanilla. No mods at all. So this is the first tile. It's evolved a little bit since the very beginning, but it hasn't changed too much as far as the layout goes. I have this European canal district. These were some of my original like terraforming, landscaping projects where I was trying to incorporate layers of terrain and bridge making and things like that. This is the large Felipe G National Forest where we have the bison and the cougars somewhere in here roaming around. I don't want to develop here because I want them to have a natural habitat. So every tree here I planted myself individually. I made this this whole place. I haven't done any work over here or over here. I've put some labels like the letter G, Sector Golf, Sector Charlie, Sector Delta. These are places that I will build in the future. But this was like my first real pride and joy project, was making this Compass Hill Park. This hill already kind of existed, and so I made my steps, and I really went crazy with the trees and botanical garden, and just wanted to make a beautiful vanilla hill. And I put this a couple of zoo and other park assets. I have the Javieri, which is named for Javier. It is his aviary, the Javieri. And the compass from the original first episode ever. I made a compass. I looked at where the sun rose and sun set, and I approximated it to be in line with these east and west. So the sunset is always over there, the sunrise is always over there. And now I've used this as my compass for the entire, you know, everywhere. I've got another compass over here too. But detailing is something I really love to do. Bruno, obrigado, muito obrigado. Está bem que eu estou a falar em inglês com você ou preferes que eu estou a falar português, se eu falo português? Eu tenho um sotaque um pouco europeu agora, porque eu estou a morar em Lisboa, mas eu posso trocar um sotaque um pouco mais brasileiro, um pouco mais de cantar, assim. Está bem comigo. Here is the 100% Vanilla Baby landmark. Over here we have the triple trumpet. This came much later. I'm kind of going out of order with the build, but this area was a way to connect this highway, this highway, this highway, this highway, and this highway. So 5 different spurs with 3 interchanges. The triple trumpet. It was an experiment and it worked out beautifully. No mercy. Want to sing some sea shanties? Ay caramba. No. We're gonna. I don't want to say I'm anti-shanty, but you know, I do work in ships. There's got to be. I got to have a break from the shanties. So anyway, back to this. We've got the triple trumpet and a rail connection over here that came out pretty nice. This was a bit more recent. It has a metro connection that pops out over here. I don't want to have underground tunnels everywhere. Like anytime there's something underground, I want there to at least be a window that you could see it. So like that's why I chose this plaza, this Hoodie Ninja 247 plaza, and then it comes over here. This was in the last episode. This was my public housing. Section. There was a lot of requests for like lower income housing, which I absolutely want to do and put it in. So I try to make something a little bit nice, but certainly more affordable than you might find in Balcón in the main downtown section. So that's this whole area. This is Balcón, named because it looks kind of like it's on a balcony. I put this European bridge as a retaining wall. It wasn't even specifically meant to be a road. Like I didn't care if cars used it so much or not. I just wanted it to have this garden balcony look. Muito obrigado, Bruno. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Bruno, everyone. I call him Bruno. O Construtor. He is a Brazilian prolific video maker. He and the Brazilian squad. Canal Sala de Jogos is another one. Vanusa MK. They are cranking out videos left, right, and center. But they're all in Portuguese. So even if you don't speak Portuguese, it's worth checking out to see some really cool builds. The Canal Sala de Jogos is now over here. The Sala de Jogos Agronomia. It used to be over here in Farmington Hills. This used to be my original agricultural area. And now it's developed into a little bit of a high-rise by the Bruno B. Bridge. Bruno, yes, there is on my Steam Workshop, so everyone knows, every save game is uploaded after I do an episode. So after I save this today, I will upload this to the Steam Workshop. I am Xucaboa. You just find it, and you can show it off. You can play with it. You can build in it. You can destroy it. You can do whatever you want. It's free. You don't have to subscribe to anything or sign up for Patreon or anything like that. You can just have it. I'm an open source builder here. So this was a really special part of the city for me. This was the industrial waterfront. It reminds me a lot of old New York, where I used to work a lot at South Street Seaport. And I am a New Yorker, so building it like a classic industrial waterfront, even if it's not really functioning as an industrial waterfront in a game, having something that looks like that was really important for me. Yeah, Bruno, I'll send you the link. Don't worry. No preocupes. But yeah, always trying to incorporate levels of terrain everywhere I'm building, and I'm trying to get more and more creative with what I'm doing terrain-wise. Like, I appreciate how it's very difficult to build in terrain and why a lot of people choose to do a flat map, but I want to push the envelope on that and always add layers of terrain like I'm doing here in our project for today. This island, Ile Cachalot, named for the French word for sperm whale, I accidentally drew a sperm whale in the road design. I don't know if you could see it. Here's the head, little eyeball, little flipper. It's got a tail. Like, it came out so perfectly like a whale that it couldn't have been a coincidence, and yet it was entirely accidental. I didn't mean to do that. So that this is now Ile Cachalot because I didn't want to have the word sperm written on my map because everyone's already making fun of the word Xuca in Portuguese. I didn't want sperm in the Xuca. But yeah, Ile Cachalot. This is Roman Square. Roman is a builder from City Skylines Vanilla. He plays on Xbox, and he has recreated my city after every episode. He has recreated the city. This is probably going to be really hard for him because I'm spending so much time to do so relatively little, but he has watched every episode and rebuilt my city on Xbox, and it's incredible. I try to include clips that he sends me when I make an edited video. Yeah, no mods is the key for this project. That's all because of Isaura. She recruited me to City Skylines Vanilla, and I was like, all right, I will. She just asked me, she's like, can you do something without mods? And I said, yeah, sure. And I was waiting for my new computer. My old laptop couldn't run the mods I used to have. So that's why I started. No mercy, I'm with you on that. Sack of Spuds. Yes, everyone, Spuds on his channel actually participated in the observatory challenge done by Dean Webb, which I have up here still. Dean had challenged everyone to take my save game from the Steam Workshop and build an observatory in these hills to really challenge your terrain building skills. And Sack of Spuds was one of the people who did that and rode around and had some really nice things to say. I really do appreciate that, Spuds. And it came out really great. He used a lot of cable cars and satellite dishes and things. Really came out cool. Did things that I wouldn't have thought to do. So that's great. But let me go back to Ile Cachalot and the tour. I'll finish up the tour and get back to working. See you later, Grottles. Rest your head. Get some aspirin in you. So in Ile Cachalot, we have this neighborhood. We have Mount T-Rex, which I just named randomly. We could rename that someday if people don't like T-Rexes. But if you don't like T-Rexes, like, get out of here. Come on. Everybody likes T-Rexes. We put in Highest Harbor, named for a refugee organization that I have supported throughout my adult life. I really like the work they do, and this episode was kind of dedicated to the growing refugee crisis, not just in Europe with the war, but around the world. So got the Highest Harbor here named for them, and some cool assets. The Showa Station, the Oceanographic Administration, Atmospheric Administration building, and some other things here built in the terrain. Put in this waterfall by Mr. Mason Falls, which is this neighborhood over here, the Jake Jemison High School. All right, Joy, I will see you in Valley stream. Just so everyone knows, we are at T-minus 96 minutes, more or less, to Valley Lad Gaming's stream. Ooh, Valley says it reminds him of a small Welsh village called, how do you say that in Welsh? I am not familiar with Welsh pronunciation stuff. I would want to say Laugharn, but I'm sure it's not Laugharn. I'm sure it's Lawharn or something like that. But I'll look that up on Google Earth. So yeah, this the last thing over in Ile Cachalot I want to show is the favela, the slum that I put in, which was another one of my social commentary episodes. I just wanted to incorporate some not just low income but illegal housing and talk about the circumstances why these things happen and how they're really real. You know, you can't pretend that this sort of thing doesn't happen in many cities around the world. So I put that in here using park props stacked. Again, this is vanilla, and on PC I've learned that I can make these a lot closer than console players can do. So this would be really hard to do in console, but it's possible. You can get creative with these park props to make a favela like this. English word is Larn. All right, Valley, thanks. So yeah, this is the vanilla baby, more or less. I'm trying to think if there's any other highlights. I guess we'll look over at Pickling. This is the one little American town, American style town, North American style town, I should say, based on Corning, New York, because we have the glass factory over here. The Will CS fiberglass plant, the Charles glass plant over here. This is just a simple little European suburbia style, but otherwise, you know, kind of North American. And again, using terrain, trying to get everything different layers, because if it's all just flat, I feel like terrain is a form of detailing that's overlooked, right? Like just add some terrain, and that creates texture, and texture is detailing. It makes it look a lot better, in my opinion. Nothing wrong with flat, but it's good. All right, Spuds, enjoy your dinner. I probably won't be doing this too much longer. I'm definitely not doing a 9.5 hour live stream like last time, but we all know that I could, so be careful. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. Let me see. If you are watching this and I have not mentioned your name, say something in the live chat right now, because I want to know who's watching. I want to make sure I'm aware you're here. It's easy for me to miss a couple lines in the live chat. It goes so fast while I'm looking at the computer screen. So, also, if you do say something, if you don't have a building name for you, next time I do an edited episode, we'll get buildings in there with your names in them, just like everybody. You've seen so many already, buildings with their names on them. We got the Eggsy Warehouse. We got the Overcharged Egg, Fountain of Life and Death. Egg was at my first live stream. That was pretty cool. Gaming Bren Medical Lab. Gaming Bren also has, in the honor roll, this Gaming Bren Expressway. So, over here we've got the Grottles Expressway. And all of this is vanilla. I try to show all of my work, even if I try to speed it up sometimes so my videos aren't super long. Just hit the playback speed slow so you can watch it if there's something you want to learn how to do, some technique. And I'm learning all the time. I'm always experimenting and trying new vanilla techniques to replicate a modded look, right? It'll never not be vanilla. I can't make it look any more realistic than this, but I'm doing my best to get a very dynamic looking vanilla city. And it's fun. It's been coming out nice. Here's the Maddox Teardrop Interchange. And so they go this way. It's not quite a roundabout. It's kind of like a teardrop roundabout. And I thought it looked like that painting, The Scream, by Edvard Munch, or Monk. Alexis wants to know how to get on the honor roll. The way to get on the honor roll is not scientific, but it... Oh, that scared me for a second. My game just stopped. So let us go into the save game before I continue answering your question, Alexis, and say XBVB episode 9 live V1. Oh, caramba, that was scary. My heart stopped for a moment. I don't have autosave on. Okay, so to answer your question, honor roll is not a scientific thing, but what I've tried to do is, like, if someone just does something above and beyond to promote Xucaboa in some way, like beyond just watching and subscribing, that's been my general criteria, and it varies. Like, sometimes I know No Mercy got on the honor roll just by writing a comment that was a book, and they got this megalithic burial mound and dolmen. So it, that wasn't... Not everybody can make a video that promotes my channel in some way. But if I don't know, if you just do something above and beyond, I guess is the way I'd say it. I am happy to put people on the honor roll. It doesn't take much. You gotta impress me or something. I don't know. Again, it's not scientific. But yeah, let's get back to the build. Was that a good enough tour, everybody? Do we like the tour? Is there any other space you want to look at, I guess? Right? Like there's... Oh, you know what? I didn't even show this. We've got the oil refinery that is not functional, right? Because there's no oil tanker ships. But I based it off an oil refinery in Pascagoula, Mississippi that I've went to before when I worked in an oil tanker. And I feel like at the time I did it, I was really happy. Looking at it now, there are some things I would change, so I might go back and fine-tune this. But I remember during this episode, it was a huge project, but nobody was like on the honor roll, so it's just the milkshake refinery. And I only had 2 new subscribers at the time. It was David A. and Jackie P. So, you know, there are buildings that I've placed that don't have any names because at the time I didn't have a lot of new subscribers. I'm still a very small channel, and that's great. I like getting lots of new subscribers, but sometimes I get too many, and then I have to put a lot of buildings and name stuff for people, and then sometimes I don't get a lot, and I just have to leave buildings unnamed. All right, thank you. I'm glad you all liked the tour. You know who did a really good use of refinery monorail tracks? So I got this idea. I saw Imperator do it once, and he didn't really go into detail about it, but I saw him do it in a really old video, like a long time ago. And maybe not in the same way, but he had used monorail tracks as pipes. And so I was like, I'm gonna use that. But then I saw New Build Cities, who is a console player who has the New Build Cities archway here. Noob did an oil refinery based on my oil refinery, but I think he in many ways he did some aspects of it better. Certainly by using the pipe buried so that the monorail, like burying the monorail track so that it just pops out at the top without the road connected. That looked really good because these should be like on the ground. Not all of them should be in the air. So I might go back and play around with that in the future, but that's just over there making me some money. Back to business. I've got, let's say, no more than an hour maximum to continue. So I'm going to keep going with this area. I don't yet know. All right, so we've got our first place here, our city hall. It's going to be over here, and this is what the skyline will look like from this side, minus these power lines. Right, so we've got the fortress over here. We've got this, we've got the tunnel, we've got this official plaza, which has a little bit of a lump, but that's okay. It's somewhat discreet and still could make sense in real life anyway. It's not a, what did you call it? A lumpy, bumpy, something like that? It's not one of those. So here, I think if we raise up the terrain a little bit, you see how it can't get any closer than this because this is the bottom of the asset, which is supposed to be underwater. If I go lower, it's fine because there's the foundation. But I'm going to raise this up just a little bit anyway. Not that. We'll do this, just give it a little bit of elevation around it there, and we'll kind of mask that with some trees. I think that'll give us some variety. Alexis is subscribing to any builder they hear. Beautiful. Subscribe to everybody. All right. Everybody's doing this because they love it, and it can be discouraging when your channel doesn't grow. You don't get new people watching. I'm pretty, mentally okay with all that because I don't have large goals for my channel. But some people do, and that's totally fine, and it is discouraging if you don't get new people. So I try to send my people over to my other people as much as possible. On my main page, there are 75 plus channels to visit of people that subscribe to the city that you can check out. All right, so now for this park. I have to extend this just out a bit. Slope this down. And here, I made the park, right? I got the park. Let's throw in a park main gate. Let's do one with parking. There should be parking in this area for people in some way. That'll raise that up to tier 2, which is fine. I don't mind have. You know what? It's not fine. There shouldn't be a cliff next to a tower, because then why would you have a tower? There we go. That makes more sense. We'll do the slope up to here. Have a little bit of that. Smooth that out. I'm going to use the zoo path with decorations because it's my absolute favorite. I just love it. And we'll try to go at a 120-degree angle if possible. Yeah, there we go. And we'll do one over here. Because as you see, it switches. 120 is the equidistant point for this to be a perfect triangle frisbee thing. You Will Be Offended says, oh, and Chris and Tim want a night shot. Okay, hold on. Stand by. I have to go to the gameplay settings and turn on the day-night cycle. And we'll have to wait, but it will happen. When it gets to night, I will slow down the speed or pause it, and you'll check it out. You'll be able to see it. So let's... This can be super curvy because I'm going to slap all kinds of assets in here, all kinds of parky stuff. But I want this to carefully wrap around here without destroying any of these. If I destroy them, I can't build them back again. So we'll have this go up a little bit. But again, why would you have it up next to a tower? Makes no sense. Okay, you know what we'll do? We'll connect it to this walkway, because you could do that. And then they'll walk in front of this castle monastery thing. Already we see the sun is getting ready to go down. We'll get lined up for... Oh, Valley started it. Okay, I see. I see. Yeah, Tim, I agree. It is too bad I can't put the path there. All right, everyone. Are you ready for sunset? Because here I'm gonna slow it down to 1 speed so we can fully appreciate our sunset from our new area. Although, let me get rid of this. I don't like this here yet. Now I gotta connect this. Ay, caramba. So you see, let's go over to our compass hill, and we'll confirm that the sun still sets in the west. Should go right on down there, plus or minus a degree or two. Just going right back here. You see the campfires on the beach lighting up already. Got the fog coming in. It's looking nice. Oh, hell yes. This city is going to start popping. Look at this place. Ay, caramba. It is. I really do love it. I really do. Everybody, if you haven't liked my video, would you do me a favor and do that right now? So that way, if anyone stumbles upon it, they'll think that it must be a good video because everyone liked it. Damn, this is looking quite nice. And now the sun has set. We are in Xucaboa. 100% vanilla baby. Look at just how organically and randomly the city has grown. I love it to see how it's taking shape. And you know, I'll take credit for the city part, but a lot of the beauty of this map is the map. This mountain range here, this peninsula, these waterways. Rosla Peninsula is a great map. Really a beautiful map. Comes with Campus DLC. No Mercy's been liking my videos since 1921. Roman is here. Roman, bienvenue. We are... Maintenant, on regarde la nuit pour voir les lumières de la ville. Mais après, on continue le travail de cet district nouveau. I hope that was French enough. Remember, I said it's a relative thing how I speak languages. I didn't say I speak them well. I can pull it off, but it's not always perfect. Everybody, this was Roman has just arrived. He's the person who's doing the Xbox version of my city. So this will be something he will work on next. Ah, pas de problème, Roman. Il n'y a pas raison de dire désolé comme ça. Le temps avec la famille sont importants. C'est sont important. I think I'm pronouncing that all right. I don't even know. The good thing is I'm not shy about making mistakes when I speak. I will just talk and talk and talk, and if I make mistakes, hopefully someone tells me that I'm making mistakes so I can try to fix it. Alright, Roman, cet universitaire ici, il ne reste pas. C'est une chose pour faire de cheese, pour gagner les 5 étoiles. Mais on va utiliser les bâtiments de l'université ici, comme ça. Ooh. That was, sorry, that just got bright, everybody. I just am missing some power. I want to check that everything is okay. It's because I'm out of electricity now. Ay caramba. It's with this day-night cycle. Chris asks, am I planning on learning German? The short answer is 9. But the long answer is yeah. I would love to learn German. Right now I'm studying Yiddish because that is the language my pretty recent ancestors spoke. And it is Germanic, so I think if I learn that, I will understand a fair amount of German on accident. But German, I don't speak it. My girlfriend speaks German. She's French, but she's from Strasbourg. Strasburgo. So yeah, Ak is throwing German at me. We had Otis Cities was here before. He's a German builder. There are Germans in the house. Oh, there's our moon set and sunrise time. Hold on, speed 1. Hopefully our electricity situation sorts itself out. I'm gonna have to add a new power plant if we run out of power at night. No Mercy. Right now I'm doing the Duolingo Yiddish course. It's still very, very new, and I'm very new to Yiddish, so it's I wouldn't be ready to form conversations yet. But yes, ja. There is our sunrise. And we're back in business. I am going to turn off the day and night cycle again so we could get to building. Wow, that's bright. But theoretically, this power situation should sort itself out. Yeah. Okay, so we use a lot more power during the nighttime than we produce now. So let's think about a new power plant. Perhaps 8,000 a week? No. I think we'll go with a geothermal. That'll give us 80 megawatts. That's pretty beefy. And it's relatively inexpensive, just 1,000. I already have geothermals over here at Geothermal Hill, the Andy S geothermal, and the Hong Kong geothermal is over here at Ile Cachalot. That says Hong Kong in simplified Chinese characters, I believe. I hope it does. I definitely don't know Chinese of any dialect or variety, except maybe I know how to say I am a sea captain. 我是一个船长. But my tonality is probably way off anyway, so I wouldn't hold me to that. Here they are saying Yiddish words in German. Yiddish has German words. That's true, but I think it would be more accurate to say like Spanish and Portuguese have a lot of the same words, but they're not specifically copying each other. It's because they can't come from the same root, right? So Yiddish is a Germanic language, just like Swiss German or is a dialect that hasn't really broken off from being a language. Yiddish broke off from I believe it's High German or Upper High German or something like that. And I'm from New York, so I say, everyone in New York speaks Yiddish, even if they're Chinese, or from somewhere totally on the other side of the world where Yiddish would not be natively spoken. Everyone in New York knows a lot of Yiddishisms. So anyway, Roman. Ici, le lab pour le futur. This is the Isla Isaura University, but this was just to get to level 5. We are going to start to move assets over here and create this. We've got the Sea Fortress up on the hill. I did that by making a hole full of water and putting it there. We have the this I can't edit. I can't move it, and if I delete it, it'll never come back, so we're carefully building around this. I've got a key wall that goes around. I've got the Liberal Arts Administration building here now, because I think it looks really good with this theme, but we're just kind of coming up with ideas. That's true. English is an Indo-Germanic language as well. We're all the languages that we're speaking in this live chat are Indo-European. So we've all got a common linguistic ancestor at some point, some closer than others. But we're all in the same linguistic family tree. Even, who do we have? Virtual Gamer Abhinav is from India, and of course those are related because they're the Indo part of the Indo-European. It's all the same roots. Okay, let's get back to the building. And, just give me 1 second. I'm going to turn on the light in this room. It's gotten dark in real life, and that screen is very bright. All right. Some caveman said, and it all started there. Roman, yes, the Sea Fortress will stay here. I'm happy with that. And I'm going to probably put some trees around it. Maybe more of a tropical look. Like, I can only get so close before I'm in there. But if I do this, it'll kind of hide. That's what I did for the thumbnail, more or less. I just planted a lot of these. So this is the idea. Maybe we'll throw in some of these date palms, too, for the next level of trees. And then some coconuts. And then some vanilla palms. If they don't look too bad in there. So something like that. And then we'll have this kind of cool look. Although you can still see through there a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'll have some bushes too. It's kind of over here to hide that ditch. Let's see. Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty good. All right, Valley Lad, I'll see you soon. We got T-minus 70 minutes. No, Ack, did you watch Xucaboa? There's no punching. Everyone's living peacefully so far. We haven't gotten to the violence yet. No punching over shiny rocks just yet. That'll come in the Bronze Age. That's when the rocks get real shiny. And everyone gets real excited to have them. Oh no, I can't plant in here. Ooh, that's going to be a big open gap. That's going to look unnatural. How will I fix that? Let's try, I can spread these in just a little bit. That's as good as I'm going to get. We're just going to have to live with that. Maybe I'll just hide it with trees. Yeah. Yeah, no one's going to look like that. They're going to look like this. They're going to be like, yeah, look at that. That looks cool. Oh, this has a lot of flags, not just the Belgian one. The Belgian is flying from the tower. Then we've got an Italian and a French flag. And an Italian and a British flag. A UK flag. So there we go. Bruno, até logo. Eu vou mandar o link para o save game. No Instagram. Não te preocupes, amigo. Obrigado por ver. Roman, bonne nuit. Merci pour visiter. And I will give you the notes on Messenger or something like that too, if you have any questions about what I've been doing for the last couple hours. Okay, so back to the park. I've got the park entrance. Now we need the park exit. I get so distracted. I forgot we were even doing a park. All right. By the way, Alexis and Chris and everybody else too, but I want to say a special thank you to Alexis and Chris because this is the first time I'm really seeing them on my channel and they're sticking around the whole time right now. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. It's not unnoticed. I really do appreciate it. I hope, I presume you're liking it, but I hope you are too. Yeah, the ladies in the city are a great gang. I met them through Grottles, who I've known for over a year now. I think about 14 or 15 months is when she and I ran into each other through City Skylines Vanilla Facebook group. She is a moderator there. Now I'm the administrator. I'm the admin for the time being. But at the time I was also a moderator. And yeah, she's been watching my channel, and I've been watching hers for well over a year. And so through her, I met Joy and Sunken Ship, and Raid Kitty, and Few Candy, and Toady, all through the ladies in the city. It was really a cool collaborative effort they did. And I'm saying that I should be shouting that. It was an awesome collaborative effort they did. What am I talking about? I'm just like, yeah, it was cool. No, it was awesome. It was really something quite unique. And, you know, there are collaborative builds out there, but I think theirs was a lot smoother than some of the other ones that I've seen. That I won't name any names. Not like the 5Bs and 1C. Although this is for Bon Bon B, the Bon Bon B B-Ball court. Bon Bon B does not get any shit because he's awesome. He's been a great supporter of the channel too. Yeah, I remember when City Planner Plays mentioned Joy, because she was sharing it with all of us. She was through the roof. I mean, getting an endorsement, even a small shout out from a huge channel like Phil has, is a great way to get new people in. So that was a big day. That was a really good time. And I'm not probably ever going to be even a fraction of the size of his channel, but I still want to make sure I shout out all my people as much as I can, because they're the small channels. It's hard to find. You really need to catch some kind of lucky break with the algorithm, or just luckily stumble upon a link somewhere, or you hear it from a big builder, because the algorithm does not generally favor these small channels and send new people to us. Like, I don't know. I think I've got a pretty quality channel. I try. I hope I do. That's what I try to do, is have an entertaining and quality-filled program here. But it's usually just like one at a time. I'm getting a new sub every now and then. I'll get like a good day where someone mentions me, and then I get like 5 or 10. So it's just one, playing the slow game. It's fine for me because I don't care about growing my channel any larger than it is, except to get to 500. Just to get those polling options, because I'm just playing the game with some people. This is my regular job, my day job. I'm a merchant mariner. I work on commercial ships, so not military, but I go to sea for like months at a time, and I'm well paid. I don't need to monetize my YouTube channel to like help me out. But for some people, it's like it's a job. They make their living from this sort of thing, or they'd like to. All right, I'm talking too much and playing too little, so let me get back to playing. I just connected this road for no reason, and I said I want to do straight lines. Let's do regular roads for now. I want to keep them straight, and I want to keep the angles a little bit different. So if I did this, it would be too similar to this angle, right? That's approximately the same. So I want the buildings that are over here to like really stand out from one another. So maybe if we do that, then it'll be perpendicular-ish. And then what building could we put here? Maybe that Amsterdam Palace would be sweet. Now, I've still got this tower here that doesn't make any sense anymore because I've got a hill right next to it. But I think we could live with that. Maybe this Amsterdam Palace. The theater I want to have in a big open plaza. Let me see. Does the Amsterdam Palace fit here? It does. It does. But it's just so tight that you get this going on. But how does it look there? Does it even make sense? Since then, there was an earth slide. Yeah, that might be true. That might be the story we go with. I don't know where the land slid from, though. Looks like it grew. Didn't slide. Alright, that doesn't make so much sense now. That's fine. I don't think I'm going to put the palace here. I think the palace should be maybe here. Because this is like a big open square, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be prominent, where a palace should be in a prominent place. And if I were to put it there, it's definitely a skyscraper relative to the buildings around here. I gotta stop destroying those power lines. Oh, I never put the power plant. That's what I was doing. Ay, caramba. People, where's Grottles? She gotta keep me on track. Ooh, okay, Ack. They dug the ruins out, and that's why it's a thing. So, and maybe it is a stair tower, a former stair tower. Both of these I'll buy. I like it. Let us. I'm not going to overthink this power plant. I just need something. So we'll put this over in the Farmington, the new Farmington, the Campo de Trezentos. Stick it over here in the corner. And that's temporary. but we need it for some extra power. That's connected, right? All of that is connected? Sure is. I don't want to have too many unnecessary transmission lines running across the map, but I'm okay with having some if they make sense. Okay, now, so I've got this building here, and I've got this open spot. Then I've got this building here, and I've got this open spot. So let us consider putting some kind of park or plaza here, and some kind of park or plaza here. Maybe not something that'll go in our park proper. Also, let me upgrade that road before I can't. All right, that's fine for now. That's fine. Everybody having a good time? Everyone liking what I'm doing? Are you still feeling engaged and interactive? Am I paying enough attention to you? Am I not paying enough attention to you? Let me know. Jinx on the plaza. Yeah, I'm thinking plaza, but I don't want to put in a park plaza there because I want that in a park area. Like that, except that's going to be not the spot I want it. But we'll think about this. Ooh, you know what? I have an idea for this. But will it work? We shall see. All right, let's get one of these unique... Oh, I didn't put down the plaza ones. All right, still doing well at the university. Very nice. Let's get the statue of shopping. How big is that? Oh, it's kind of long. That might not work. See, this is like, I wouldn't want a consumer statue here, and it is 2 iPhones. It's kind of modern. 2 smartphones, I think it is. But there's not a lot of statue choices I have. So maybe we'll go with that. Can it fit if I go this way? It can. That's even better. Fills the whole spot. Beautiful. There we go. So we've got that. Oh, Thoughtiest Thought is in the house. All right. Welcome, Thought. My subscriber with the funniest name still to date. This is the project for today in my vanilla city, not my Xucaboa historic modded city. Which, by the way, Alexis and Chris, if you like this, wait till you see what I do when I have mods. I'm not at this level yet. I'm still in the, about 5,000 years BCE, but it's getting there. Plaza of the Dead, says Chris. That's not a terrible idea. Let me take a look at that again. See how big that is for the palace. All right. I think that works. It gives appropriate plaza-ness to this area. The trees match, the tiles match. I think I'll go with that. It does have a small dip there, but that's all right. And now, how are we going to connect this to the road? First off, let's move this police station to somewhere else. Ooh, that can go right there. Yeah. Why not? And we'll need to do our power line. And we'll connect this road just straight across. We'll upgrade it to the tree one, because who doesn't like trees? Yeah, there's some random shape. I kind of like it. Kind of. I don't know if I love it though. But we can see they're park decals, and these are a vanilla decal. If you have Find It 2 point whatever it is, You can access this. You just click on decal and click the vanilla button, and this is one of the decals. But in the vanilla game, you can't access them. So many vanilla props are inaccessible, and so only using Park Life DLC decals can I even come close by using these cobbled stones. But they're definitely not the same. Give a much different aesthetic, but maybe we could do some kind of pattern with them to make this a really unique location. Let's just pop that backyard up a bit so it's not too crazy. Oh, that was too much. Here we go. Oh, wrong one. Fill in this area. Alexis loves that angel. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. A little creepy sometimes, but it is the angel of death, right? It's the plaza of death. So having that in front of any building works. Usually you see it in front of that cathedral asset, and it makes sense because it has religious overtones, right, with angels and death. But since we're not putting in a cathedral, let's put it in front of the palace. I think that's a really good spot. And we're not going to connect this, but we might connect it with a path. Keep using these zoo paths. And we'll stick with decorations for now, but sometimes I turn it to not decoration. Yeah, sure. Sure. Oh, no, maybe not. That makes that lump up pretty hard. Then in that case, let us do this. We'll use the regular pavement path, which is terrain conforming. And we'll swing this right over here. That's fine. Can we get that a little closer? There we go. Looks like a natural extension of the path. So we want that coming from here so the lamp is on the right side. Okay. So we've got 2 locations of prominence, not detailed, but generally laid out. 3 locations of prominence, rather. Aside from our castle-y type buildings, let's work on the park itself. Maybe start leveling this up a bit. I'll delete that. I don't want that there. I want this. This might be too tight of a squeeze. I might have to redo this street. We'll just connect. Let's connect this over this way. For the moment, so this way I will lower the terrain a little bit because I have an idea, and I did it in my practice run and I liked how it came out, so I'm going to try to do it again. We are going to delete this standing stone trilith. I'm going to delete these 3 trees and these 3 trees. And this tree are part of that, so we will not delete those. Now, we're going to run a plaza right inside. Try to line it up. Now, if I get too close to the key wall, it tries to tee up with the key wall, so I need it just right here. Do I square it up with the building or with this wall? What do we think? If I square it up with the building, it'll look kind of like this. If I square it up with the wall, it'll look kind of like this. Or do I go for something in between? Put that there like that for now. This needs at least a path. So we will try to connect a path. Not in a straight line. Come on. Come on. So now people will walk over here and use this. Let me just make sure that terrain is in good shape. Just a touch. This might be a little close to perfectionism, but that's okay. Now it goes flat right there. People will enter the grounds of this place to see the fountain. We can add some trees all around it. Just like there were some of those vanilla trees, then let's get some of these sweet blooming jacarandas, or jacarandas, or whatever language you're in, how you pronounce them. Unfortunately, I can't rotate the trees, and you see how that one branch sticks out pretty far on the left. At this angle, it's going to be pretty obvious, so we'll just put one maybe right over here. If I put two, it'll be like, hey, why are those trees facing the same way? It doesn't make any sense. So we'll do that. We'll plant one of these here. We'll plant a couple of these here. This is just basic detailing. As you know, if you've seen my stuff before, I will spend hours and hours off camera planting trees and vegetation everywhere so that it looks good and right. So I'm not going to overdo that right now. I just want to get the idea so you all see kind of what I'm thinking and what I want to do. But yeah, this is just a couple of trees. That's detailing, but I'd say hardly detailing. That's not a lot. Let's throw in a little bit of vegetation for good measure. Some growth over by the wall. All right. Now, can we have the path go around, or are we going to have to use this path? I think we'll let's see if this even works. In theory, it should. But these key ends are tricky. If I do that, that should connect it. Too much of a lump. I like in park areas, I don't mind if it's not the smoothest or flattest or you know, most logical slope, but I do not want it to be super roller coastery. So let's do a quick smoothness check. It's pretty flat, a little bit of a bump there, that's fine. A little bit of a bump here, and then it climbs up. That climb is a bit steep for park standards. So let's do a bit of a smoothness change. Just change the grade there. Is everybody still there? Am I still broadcasting? Nobody said anything in the chat for a minute. Making me worried. Can anybody hear me? I know I do talk a lot, but if no one can hear me, I'll stop talking and I'll try to fix whatever's going on. All right, Chris is still here. No Mercy's here. Ack is showing me the butt. All right, beautiful. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you're still here. Thanks. Let's get back to it. I think we'll extend the park boundaries all the way over here to this road. And this way we can get a connection here with a side gate right at this crosswalk. Beautiful spot for a side gate with a crosswalk. Oh, unless can they cross this? At here, maybe that node will work. We'll try that out later. But for now, at least this side of it, beautiful spot for a gate right by a crosswalk. Chris is back from a smoke. Welcome back. Smoke if you got him, is what they say. Although I don't think it matters if I talk about that on a YouTube, but I know YouTube sometimes gets weird if you talk about like violence or other adult topics, and smoking might be an adult topic. But I'm not monetized, so I'm not too worried. I just don't want to have my channel shut down for some reason. But I think smoking should be fine. There we go. That's pretty smooth. A little bit cartoony looking because it's not detailed, but that's a good layout for where we'll work with. And hopefully people will walk on this key wall to get from A to B. Let's run our tram line in here so we can get people into this area of town. And this will be a temporary connection here just so we see that it works. This will be our big loop. Right, so the trams will come in here. Let's get a tram stop connection. All right, Thought is still here. Excellent. Do that. Stop at City Hall. Should we go this way? You know what? Yeah, why not? Stop here. We'll go into... We'll kind of take over this temporary tram line we put in already. Put one there, put one here. We won't go into the university with this. We'll stop at City Hall again. Although, is that too close to the road? Will that cause... That might be. Let's put this just a little bit here. And we'll see how that does on the way out. Now we will... What happened? There we go. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done it like that. I made a loop that shouldn't go the right way. Let's redo. We'll have this go on the outside. We'll just loop it in here because I'm already spending too much time doing this. I will fine-tune public transport not during a live stream because that's just going to be a lot of trial and error to see what is the nicest. Oh, Chris says give them an opportunity to switch the lines. That's a good point. Let's first make this a different color so we know we got the right line. We'll make that the blue line. Then we'll have one connection. You know what? This is going to take away our nice trees, but this is a good loop here too. We'll have our City Hall connection. That will go all the way here. And this will give them a transfer so they can get from Balcone past the university to over here and back. Oh, I need electricity for the park gate. Caramba. Way too many power lines here. Gonna have to fill this in. And this plaza needs electricity for reasons unknown to me. I don't want to have any more. We'll just do this. Done. All right. We will take our park area. Let us... Why is it all the way over there? We will do the policies. We'll do everything except more fun. I don't want any fireworks. I mean, celebrate. I don't want any fireworks because that was a policy I decided never to implement except in one spot because of the fire risk with all the trees in this town. And uh-oh, I'm starting to get some pile up of bodies. How am I doing on death care? I should be good. Like they're just having a traffic jam or something. How's traffic? 83. A little bit heavy here, but that's because we haven't filled out this area yet, so there's nowhere for them to disperse. They gotta have a choke point here for the moment. And I just added a shitload of trams. You love that large plaza metro station. Oh, I know. Yeah, isn't that awesome? Here's the thing. I actually don't love it because it is a huge hole in the ground, and I feel like if it rains, it would just be a terrible place to be. But otherwise, it is a beautiful asset, and I do appreciate that I could see all the different lines coming in and out. See them? I got that one, that one, that one. I got a lot of trains going in here. I am connected up right here. This place is awesome. Okay, looks like our little death scare was a false alarm. They're all gone now. I have all my cemeteries on empty, so the crematorium should be handling everything. And I've got plenty of them. So we'll see. Let's just throw in another crematorium to be safe over here. People are going to start dying over here, and we got to deal with that. Stick that there for now. All right. Yeah, there is drainage and umbrellas, but I don't know. This is a tropical city. When I turn on the weather, it rains all the time, like downpours, and I have those huge lightning storms, everything. It just seems like there should be some kind of canopy over this. But I appreciate from a, playing perspective that I can see everything going inside. I'd rather be able to see than have a canopy covered up, like the smaller ones do a bit. Stryceder is here. Stryceder, what is going on? Long time no see. And that's on me because I've been away for a while. So everyone, Stryceder, another creator, has the Stryceder Tram Depot right over here. Used to be the Strycrafter Tram Depot, but Stryceder changed their name, and so the Tram Depot changed with it. Cool city builder. And Stryceder, if I remember correctly, you play like Theo Town, I think it's called. Another smaller city builder game. So if anyone likes that, Stry's you person. All right. Yeah, the Stryceder, this is the project for today. We are working on this island to get various buildings and levels of terrain. I'm going to probably start wrapping up in the next 10 or 15 minutes so I can take a break and have some food and then hopefully catch Valley's live stream. Valley Lad Gaming has a live stream for anyone who is jonesing for more content, and I believe he's doing Sim City, a first for him, at least on YouTube. So I'm curious to see what he'll pull off. Oh yeah, it would be a greenhouse with a glass roof. That's a good point that I wouldn't have thought of. Okay, so we'll just accept it for what it is. That hub. Let's get back to park building. We definitely need some restrooms so people don't pee in the castle. Do we want it right next to the cat? No, we want it on the corner. No, but that's a good spot for that would be a good spot for a cafe. Let's do the cafe first. We'll put in a cafe right here. No, right. Let's see. Maybe right here. But that's on a slope. Let's see how lumpy it is. Pretty lumpy. Could be worse. That's way too... No, that's unacceptable. So let's flatten that out a touch. Place it right along this slope, but not on the slope. Now it is a normally leveled patio for people to sit and enjoy the view. But we're gonna, let's change this path to the one without decoration so people actually can see. We'll do that for now. So we got a cafe. How is our park doing? All right, so a couple people are coming here. There's not a lot going on. Not a lot of other reasons for people to be here, so it won't be a huge visited place yet, but it'll tick away. There's people coming. They're checking it out. What I really want to do is see, are people walking here? Oh, hell yes they are. That is what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm glad that works. That solves a lot of logistical errors, complications. Chris, that's all right. You know what? Anytime there's been a lot of videos the last couple weeks, and there will be many more in the next couple weeks that I have to miss because I've been out of town for the last 2 weeks, and then I'm having visitors at my apartment for 3 weeks in a row. So I won't be able to play and watch videos all day like I am used to over the winter. But I always try to pop in and leave a like or a comment or something. So even if you can't watch it, at least let people know you're, you know, you'd like to if you could. Maybe we could get a path going here to this crosswalk. Let me do the park district first. Get this path going in. Oh wait, no, I need the gate. Need the gate. Right at the crosswalk. Now we'll use our special path. There we go, that's pretty nice. Giving more people more options to get in here. Yeah, no mercy. It's like, it's great. Although when they use these stairs, if they end up using them here, I don't know if they will. But if they use these stairs, they do this weird thing. It like glitches and they kind of float, not even on the stairs, but like through over here when I have it. Let me show you what I mean. If you haven't seen it yet. They are doing it here for sure. First off, they're walking through the stairs. And then here, this is where they go up and down the stairs. So it works, but it doesn't look the way it's supposed to. Yeah, Chris, tell me about it. This pandemic, for everything bad about it, and the bad certainly outweighs the good, but at least it gave a lot of people an excuse to chill out on YouTube all day and check out new stuff. That's why I'm here. That's for sure. Okay. Back to the game. Did I ever put a firehouse over here? I did. It's over there. It's just there temporarily. All of this, I can't explain, or I guess I can't explain. I can't emphasize how much time I spend looking at a project like this and then doing my off-camera building selection and detailing, like when I did this area. You know, I place... These ones are pretty generic buildings, so it's not as critical, like the elementary school or this basketball court. I can kind of put them in a lot of different places and it'll be all right. But then I spend hours and hours and hours really trying to make sure I get the right buildings. So over here where I have these huge assets that are going to be unique and special, like I'm going to save this game later. And then next time I get to my computer, I don't know when that'll be, I am going to spend like a full day really thinking about how to arrange everything perfectly. Which is why this city is over a year old, and I've filled out maybe a total of 4 tiles worth overall. If you were to clump everything together, I might fill 4 tiles, maybe not even. So 1 year plus, started March of 2021, in the 14th month now. But yeah, let's see. Let's get back to those university buildings. Which other ones do I want? I want a liberal arts fountain for sure. Let's just put it over here so we don't forget about it. I'll want this liberal arts academic statue, which is pretty nice. Actually, ooh, I just said actually like one of those people that's like actually. But actually, I like this Plaza of the Dead, but I don't know if I want it here now. I might want one of these university things. Let's just move it out of the way for a second and see what we think. This is a little bit small, but it's like nice. The bushes and hedges and things are nicer than what you get over here. The tiles are still the same, so that's okay. Any opinions, anyone? Please let me know. Let's try with this big fountain. We'll get this over here. Put this big fountain. Oh, that doesn't quite fit. Right there. Let's do that. If I could rework this road and center it, let's try. That. Hydrate. Yes, hydrate. Don't dehydrate. That is something I say on the ships to my deckhands when I'm an officer. And that is something my officers say to me when I'm a deckhand. I'm going to be wrapping up in a couple minutes. I'll hydrate when I'm done. But thank you for reminding me, No Mercy. That was a big thing. I feel it in my throat now that you say it. My voice probably sounds like I could use something to drink. Thaddeus Thought loves the port. When you say the port, do you mean this harbor? Or do you mean this old industrial port? Because I kind of got the two going right now. And then, of course, I got the tanker port. But this, I presume you would have said the oil refinery. Which one do you like, the harbor or the waterfront? Let me save again before it scares the heck out of me. Yeah, Chris, you got the right idea. You know what's coming after this. Okay, back to the park. I did want a restroom somewhere, but you know what? Enough of the bathroom stuff. Larry's not here. I don't have to put any bathrooms just yet. We'll do an info booth. An info booth should go here. I gotta be careful not to delete anything here. Why do you gotta do that? Why you gotta be like that? Alright, let's rework this path. There we go. Those trees are a little bit close, so we'll upgrade that to treeless. Actually, these trees are a little bit close too. When that happens, when I get the trees too close, with a segment being too small, then I'll just manually place them so I get the spacing I like. There. Thaddeus Thought says, the curvy road should connect to the tram road, I think. Do you mean this one? And have the tram go to this palace? Is that what you mean by the curvy road? Or do you mean this? Well, this one's already got the tram on it, so that's all right. Did we have any opinions on the Plaza of the Dead versus a liberal arts fountain or a liberal arts statue? Let's see this one again. This amorphous blob. And I think there was one more, wasn't there? I deleted it. That's right. To save money. Liberal Arts Academic Statue 2 is... I can't zoom in any closer. Is that a long-haired figure, possibly a lady? Looks like a lady. That might go well here too. Like having a statue of a person at a palace could make sense. No Mercy likes Fountain. Ack likes Fountain. Alexis likes Plaza of the Dead. Thaddeus Thought says both are great. Unless he means the ports. No Mercy says Plaza of the Dead is cool, but the fountain fits better in the atmosphere of the specific place. Alright, so now I've got not just an answer, but a reasoning. I like that. Like this city hall comes with this statue already. But we still put this plaza in front of it. I might change this now. I don't know. This is the plain concrete though. It's pretty basic. So highlighting it with this, which has the blue and the yellow tiles, I think that's bringing some color to an otherwise gray spot. I don't want to manually place too many of these horse statues because if you didn't know, and I think the people that are still here probably don't, a long time ago, I was in the City Skylines in the City Skylines Brazil Facebook group, and I said, hey everyone, come check out my channel Xucaboa. And all the Brazilians laughed at me because Xuca is a dirty word in Brazil. I won't tell you here what it means, but I caution you if you Google it, the results you'll find. But there was one guy, Thiago, who was already a subscriber of my city. He has this Miradouro up here. This is his, the Thiago P. Miradouro. He is Brazilian, and he defended the honor of Xuca the cat, and so I made the statue for him with the letter T. This is the Thiago P. Defender of the honor and integrity of Xuca the cat statue for bravery and heroism. Something along those lines. I can't name the statue, so I had to put the letter T. Thaddeus Thought, I think you've got a bit of a delay because you're answering my question a few minutes after I asked it. So just so you know, you might want to hit playback speed ×2 and that'll catch you up within a minute or two to be a little bit closer. But I'm presuming you mean this since you say the road in between the two plazas. I think we will go with the fountain because No Mercy made a strong case. Alexis likes the Plaza of the Dead, but did not defend the Plaza of the Dead, so we'll put that somewhere else. And this one with the lady, we'll get rid of that, and this one with the blob, we'll put that somewhere else too. Oh, now there's no power. Come on. Can I just have electricity, people? All right, with that, oh, well, I'll think about a way to put in a tram. This is kind of a sharp angle for a tram, but it could work. But it would have to switch back here because this is a dead end. I'll think about the tram for this thought. In the meanwhile, I am going to save. And I am going to say good night to everybody. I will try to be in Valleys Live, which starts in 20 minutes. But I'm going to hydrate and eat right now before that. So if you're there, I'll see you there. And if not, I will be back in a couple weeks, most likely. I'll probably be able to pop into YouTube as a viewer. And maybe I'll see some of you in someone else's live chat. But I don't think I'll be able to make any content for a short while here. So thank you all very much for visiting and checking out the city and being a part of the creative process. I've been editing this Vanilla City a lot, so I feel like maybe some of it gets lost in the editing, you know, because I speed things up. I try to hold the camera very still, and I practice everything beforehand. I'm not really trying things for the first time when I do it. So here, it's not the first time I've tried this, but you're seeing how I'm like talking it out and thinking about the process. My process, at least. If you play City Skylines, you probably have a process, and maybe it's very similar or very different. I don't know. Yeah, don't worry, Thought. You had the delay. It wasn't obvious to me until just you started answering questions way later than I was asking them. There's usually like a 10-15 second delay between what I see you write and then what I say, and then what I say and what you write. So it's like figure maximum 30 seconds for question answer type of stuff. And yeah, everyone, thanks again. I will shut it down now. Let's take one quick last look at Xucaboa 100% Vanilla Baby. And remember, the X in Xucaboa is pronounced like a sh, like SH. But it's okay if you don't pronounce it right. I don't care. It's fine. Take care, everybody.